Where is Fernando? I know, right? Can't find him anywhere. Where is he? I see legs.
What happened?
I see your legs.
Where
What? I'm over here. Hey, there he is. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is your day? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, we'll come back to that in a second. Let's go over here and find Fernando. Yep, we gotta go outside the store. We gotta come back into the store, and here he is. What's going on? Oh, excuse me. What's going on?
Oh, you know.
Just doing your thing?
Just doing things.
Doing your thing. Making trucks quieter.
Or heavier.
Or heavier. Oh, yeah. How are the doors gonna close? Seriously, man. You're right? Oh, my gosh.
The door is gonna fall off in 2 months.
The door is totally gonna fall off in 2 months. Yes, that's how they build these F-250s. Put a little bit of weight on there, you lean on them, you know, they're gonna break right off.
That's right.
Yep, those hinges can't support this kind of thing. So how's everybody doing today? We hope you're having a glorious Monday, having as much fun as we are.
Yeah.
What's up, Fro? What's up? What's up, William? How's everybody? 360 car audio.
360.
Hella shock audio. I can't pronounce that. I don't know. Anyways. Love you guys. Hey, Trinidad, what's going on?
What's up?
Saturday was not the same without you guys. Was Disney fun? Disney was fun. Disney was a good time. We had what did we do Saturday? Saturday we were at Magic Kingdom. So actually started up the day at Animal Kingdom, ended it at Magic Kingdom. We had a good time. It was nice to take a break. I mean, it's not a stress reliever by any stretch of the imagination, you know, because it's not. But it was still fun. We had a good time. Hung out with some friends. So, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Gary at Sound Effects, Delaware. Hey, what's going on, man?
Delaware.
Yeah, Sound Effects.
Sound effects.
Yeah, that's Maddie's place.
Yeah.
Yep. What's going on, guys? Hello from Ohio. Oh, Big Toys. Got your stuff the other day. I think I told you that, though.
You have toys too?
Yeah, anyways. What's up? What's up? Join. Getting a new pair of the Focal 3-way Flax Evos. Ooh. Gonna run them active on a D6-1200. Where would you set the crossovers? It's 5,000 on the tweeter.
Yeah.
At 24 dB.
80 on the.
No, the mid-range is.
Oh, the mid-range.
Is it 3 or 350?
350.
It's 350. So bottoms would be 5,000, 12 dB, 350, 12 dB, 80, 12 dB, 24 dB, not 12, 24. God, don't do 12. So, yeah, 24. Yes. How's it going? Toronto, Canada. Hey. I need some Disney. I know I saw that. Well, come over to Florida, man. Make the trip. It's not like you're going anywhere else, Jason.
Oh, you need to come to Florida, man.
I know, that would be fun. I want to go there. Screw that.
I want to go to Oregon, yes.
Yeah, I say we just go there.
That's cool.
Beautiful truck. This is a gorgeous truck. This is a 2020. Let's talk about it, shall we? So we got a 2020 Super Duty. Jacked up. Because, you know, hey, we wouldn't have it any other way. We might be in the flattest state there is, but man, we are putting some distance between our tires and hub. Yeah, this area. Yeah, the whole, like, yes, we can fit lots of room, lots of travel. So,
dude, you can even see me on.
No, it's there he is. I mean, let's be fair though. I mean, you're only 5.
Oh, yeah.
5'4"?
No.
5'3"?
No.
5'2"?
No.
You're not 5'5".
5'1.5".
Oh, okay. Dang, I was going the wrong way, Dean. All right. So anyway, so we got the F-250 big old diesel here, and what we're doing is this has a BO system. So this is the fact. Here's your BO cables. Those are all come out. For those of you that need it to have a BO system, this guy here, this obnoxious, this sticks out like up to, it's just this huge piece. Needs to be relocated down into the actual seat. It doesn't, there's plenty of room, so you don't have to worry about it affecting your seat or anything like that. But in order for the amplifiers to go back here and not get scratched all to hell, you need to relocate these pieces here. On the regular model F-150, it doesn't have these, but it's simple enough to do. You actually just extract a piece of the foam right here. There's a hole here. You re-drill the hole, you screw it back into place. It literally just moves down this far, makes life so much better, because otherwise you lose a lot of room because of this. So by taking it and moving it down in the seat, wonderful thing there. Box that had that cool little floor thing. If you're gonna be, oh, there goes my light. Here's my light right here. So if you have to take out the floor thing, you notice these bolts are back in here. They stick up about this far. If you take a pair of vice grips, you can grab onto them and you can actually spin them back down. And what we do is we spin them down enough to where you're looking at it like this. The bolt is now flush with the nut, and there's nothing, so as you can see, like it doesn't affect it. So it's level with the carpet. There's 4 of them. You just do that. A couple things are nice about that. One, you don't lose these, so you don't have to worry about that. But 2, everything goes back in, it locks in nice and tight. And when the carpet goes back in, and you don't have to, because you can't get to these bolts from underneath without dropping the gas tank. So this just makes it nice and flush across the floor there. He's already done with he's working on his last door. He's like, we're super ahead of schedule on this, so that's awesome.
All right.
We aren't anymore, but we were. So this is getting the Evo Focal Flax are going into this. So we've added in the Focal Flax logo here. The Focal logo there where the B&O logo goes is in place. We've cut out this area here for the bass knob. The tweeters are already done and in place. So we've made our acrylic mounts for those, added in our foam. So those are all set and ready to go. This is what we came up with for a mount. Tried a little, I don't know if we've ever done black acrylic. I don't even know why I did these, because normally we reserve this for like K2s or something like that. I wanted to try black on black this morning when I got here just to see what it looked like. I think it looks pretty cool. So this is our standard F-150 style mount, but since we're not doing the F-150, we just put a Ford logo there. Hold on, guys. Oh, I know what this is. All right, hang on. Give me a hand. Give me a hand for a second.
Somebody just grabbed that thing?
Hi, John. Me too.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. All right, so back to where I was at. So this is see if I can get a good view on it here. So we've added in the Ford logo, the AudioControl, there you go. So that's gonna go back where that panel is that we removed the area there. So that's that. And then for amplifiers, we gotta review this. We have the LC 1.800 going on the subs and the D 4.800 going on the Focal Flax. It's a 4-channel amplifier. We're doing flax front, flax rear. That's why we're keeping the passive crossovers. These are front. So it'll run front, rear, boom, there we go. Now, a couple things tonight. 6:30 Eastern Standard Time will be us on Facebook. If you haven't caught the show in a while, tonight will be the night to catch it, because we're going to talk about some changes we're going to be making to the show. So it's going to be super fun. We've been doing the show for a really, really long time, and we'll talk about it tonight. So make sure you tune in tonight on Facebook for that, and we'll fill you in on what's going on. I'm not going to talk about the subwoofers on this yet because, well, that's the box. So I haven't had time to even deal with it. So we'll wait till tomorrow when we talk about the subwoofers that are going into this. That's about it. Thanks guys for commenting. I know I didn't get a really chance to. Is the kicker line output converter 4 to 6? Yeah, it's spectacular. However, you know, the key lock is better. So if you're really trying to make an improvement with your sound, get the key lock, because it's got de-equalization and all kinds of fun stuff built into it. It'll actually give you good stuff. What Morel speakers would equal the Flax? That'd be the Virtus. So it's kind of the Virtus or the hybrids. You all right? Jesus Christ. So you'd want to look at either Virtus or hybrids, and that will get you right into there. All right, Bobby. What's up, Bobby? How was Disney? Disney was wonderful. I got your card too. We'll talk about that. I just got it this morning, so I don't want to get to it yet. How many amps will the D6-1200 provide processing for? It has internal 6 for the 6 channels it has, and it has 2 output. So the idea behind it is if you're going to be doing front tweeter, front mid, rear sub, or if you're going to be doing tweeter, mid bass, sub. That's all it has processing for. So if you need anything outside of that, then you want to go LC and you want the DM810. What's the cost of install for? I have no idea. I don't even get into that part of it. Trunk baffle subs, but seats fold down. Is it still okay? I mean, the whole idea behind like a baffle is that it has to be sealed. So might be interesting. You know, you are going to lose something because of that. You mentioned a company that repairs amps. What's their name? I have no idea. That wasn't me. I think it was Hi-Fi Vega chimed in the other night on the live show and mentioned that. I know those guys would know, because when they're doing their amp dynos, sometimes they have to get things fixed. But listen, I would love to stay in chat, but we got to cut this one short. So that's what's going on with this. Tonight we'll answer a bunch of questions. We'll have a lot of fun. Tune in then. Fernando.
Yes, sir.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
There he is. See you guys. Have a nice day. What are you?
Watched a movie yesterday.
You watched a movie yesterday?
And they're talking about like Japanese style.
Nunchucks?
That was like a knife, like a sword.
Like a sword.
Life,
okay.
But that's not a sword.
Mel, what's going on, man? What is going on?
Yeah.
Absolute electronics in the house. Hey, that brings me to a point. If any of you guys are the S2000 group of people, you know, that little Honda convert, you know who you are if you're an S2000.
Yeah.
Go over to Absolute Electronics on YouTube. They make a new dash kit that fits the Sony double DIN.
Who made that?
Absolute Electronics.
Nice.
Rockville, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll ship it anywhere. But yeah, it's all done. So it's like it comes with the Sony radio. It has the bezel. And you don't have to cut anything. It just goes right into the S2000. They have a video up there if you want to check it out.
I talk about the video. I saw his video.
Did you finally watch it?
Why did he get the Corvette?
Oh, you saw the Corvette video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. I like in the S2000 was like, I'm going to take out the radio. And he yells to his guy, take out the radio! I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so if any of you guys are S2000 guys, make sure you head over to Absolute Electronics and check it out. That way you can get a nice double DIN in there without having to cut it up.
Yeah,
totally. I mean, unless you want to cut it up, dude.
Well, it's not the best way.
I don't know. Anyways, check it out. The F250, we were getting ready to tune it, and I was like, I'm just not feeling it right this moment. I know it's one of those weird things, but I feel you have to be in the mood. Like, you have to be in the mood to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going through the motions. We just finished it up.
Like
so
an autopilot and just like,
yeah. I was like, I'm not ready. Let's give it a couple minutes. And Fernando was like, well, let's go and talk to everyone and see how everybody's doing. Mail call.
Mail call?
That was Bobby.
Oh.
Anyway, so I told you guys yesterday, if you caught it, we'd talk about the box today because we didn't have it in there and it was just like, So let's take a look at the box. For those of you that don't know the F250, we'll review the whole thing that's going in it, but let's get everyone caught up. You got a light over there? I think there's one on my bench. All right. Be careful. Okay. So for this, Paul sold him 2 Scar Audio 8s. I don't know which model. I will check. And of course he wanted some kind of a bump stop here, so we had to add in 1/2-inch spacers to him that we routed out. Yeah. Back up the light just a little bit. There you go. Thank you. So we added so that we have plenty plenty of room there for the woofers to travel. So this is a 2/8 ported.
The port is in this side.
Port is over there by next to Fernando. As you can see, it fits up underneath the seat. For all you guys that are like, oh, I love the thing. Yeah, okay. Still not sold on this, but
Right.
because I like big woofers.
This is the EVL 8-inch.
The EVLs. Thank you.
EVL.
So what went into this? Can I borrow that?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'll tell you what, why don't you do it and I'll just come up in here. So this got the Focal Flax. Let me spin it around. So this has the Morel is in the house. Sorry, Morel. This is Focal. So we got the Focal Flax, 6.5-inch mid bass here, tweeter up here, coaxial in the rear door, and then fold down that seat.
Dun, 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 dun.
And we did. Oh, you're good. Oh yeah, the microphone. That's good. Just leave it like that.
All right, that's cool.
And then in the back, we have the AudioControl. This is a passive system because this is flax all the way around. We're doing Focal Flax front, Focal Flax rear, so we're going passive. We have the 4.800D, so it's DSP. This is the LC 1.800 that's gonna be running those 2/8s. Zen A to B is interfacing with the Bang & Olufsen system. This blue wire here, of course, is the programmer going off to the laptop. That will be removed. And then all the wiring, of course, is all tucked up. This is our amp rack that we build.
This is, of course, a passive. It passes the music from here to the speakers. That's a passive.
You're terrible. And then we add one little tiny detail there. Get rid of the B&O. Add in the little Focal logo or whatever brand we're doing in the car. Goes in there. I'm sorry, I messed with the microphone.
It's gonna be karaoke
Just say you need to aim it down just a little bit.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's clicked in. There you go. Now it's clicked in. Perfect.
Hang on.
I got it. It's all good. So if anyone is doing an RTA, they make these little short 12-inch right angle to standard. These things are awesome. I think I have that in DNF tool drawer. But this makes it so much easier to deal with the microphone than having that big pigtail hanging out the back. Totally sucks. I think we stole that idea from somebody. I'm not going to claim it as my own, but
I claim it.
Definitely makes sense. You can claim it. So over on the workbench, we have the Windows computer that is going to be hooked up to the tuning side of things. The Apple computer is going to be hooked up to the DM RTA. Doing that, you can already hear the fans just railing up.
Yep.
You could use one computer to do the whole thing, either Windows or Mac, because both products will do Windows or Mac. I like this scenario. To me, it's easier and it makes sense in my head. So that's what we do.
Only in your head, man.
It's all in my head. Hey guys, currently running a Helix Mini DSP. So, do I still need to set my gains on my JL Audio amps, or can I max them out? No, you still need to set them. More than likely, you're going to keep them down really, really low. You don't want to max them out. Why would you max them out? That doesn't make any sense. You still have output, input you have to worry about. Zen didn't work on Mac for me. The Zen didn't work. So I think what you're talking about, the Zen A to B. So when you're setting, one of the things you have to do in this is set the chimes.
Yeah.
Because the chimes come too low from the from Nav TV. So to do that, you plug in this cable here that comes with it, and then you launch your browser, and then from your browser, if it's on a Windows machine, you type in Zen, and if it's on a Mac, you type in zen.local.
Okay.
And it's supposed to launch the software. I could never get it to work on my Mac. I can only get it to work on the Windows, so I've already gone and done that. Just type in Zen, hit return, and then the software pops up. You turn everything to 50%. I think it comes at like 23%, so it's like ding, ding, ding. So I always put it at 50% and everything sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Can I run a sub RCA next to power wire? Will that cause engine noise? No, it won't, because engine noise is in a higher frequency range than the subwoofer amplifier. Totally. And if you have a good subwoofer amplifier and a good RCA, it will have noise reduction built into it, so you shouldn't hear anything.
No. From 40 degrees, wow.
With the plug-and-play harness. What do you think of the DSR-1 on those trucks? This is a BO system, Bang & Olufsen, so the DSR-1 is not made to go into this. However, meaning it doesn't plug in like through AI or through AR or anything like that. If you're doing a non-BO system, the new DFO2 or DFO2 with the DSR-1 works phenomenally. Now, if you're just coming out of the Zen into a DSR-1, yeah, that's fine.
Just like use it as a standalone DSP.
Yeah, that works. We've done that.
Whatever you feel.
DSP's DSP. Yeah. As long as you got some form of DSP, it make me happy. Other than a
DSP,
Dayton. Oh, dude. 40 degrees in sunny Ohio. Jesus. Never went to software page. Hello from the place I always take pictures from. Be Disney.
Really?
Yeah, he's still there. It's Mark.
Hey, what's up,
I showed
man?
it on my live. Oh, the D-wire ruler. Yeah, we just actually printed some more today.
Right here.
Apparently blue and green are all the hit.
Yeah.
So I have, if you ordered a blue or green, I mean, by all means, buy the orange. Buy the orange like Mark. Support car audio fabricator and buy his orange.
Yeah.
But blue and green seem to be the two winners. So we're going on, thankfully, thank you guys, we're going on our third print of blue and green. So I have more blue and green coming in, hopefully be here tomorrow or the day after, and we'll print those out and I'll get them to you next week. So we have blue and green are just killing it. We had some scrap, because every time you print one, you can have 8 on a sheet, but technically you can fit 9. So if you set the sheet up just right, you can always go back after the fact and print a couple more. So this morning we were printing some because Fernando has, he needed some for something. So we printed up some more there. And
I'm gonna sell it on the site.
yeah,
No.
right. But yeah, no. So Mark got his. So yes,
That's
by all
awesome.
means.
That's
Now,
awesome.
if you're curious what colors you have other than blue and green, there is a red, pink, an
like
orange,
pink. Yeah.
and a yellow.
Yeah, I have it over here.
Personally, I really dig the yellow as far as how bright it is. Yeah.
Look at that.
So hold on, let me flip it around. I think the other colors might go there. I know the little ones here. So like this is.
2 for $49. 2 for $49.
So that's the red as they call it. I'm gonna just straight call it pink.
All right, so blue, green.
So but here's the blue. This is
a
the
yellow,
Oh no, that
orange?
one has
No, this is the yellow. This is the orange one, right? Yeah.
This is orange. This is what Mark just got.
Yeah.
Mark just got Cardio Fabricator orange.
And this is the pink.
That's
Slash
red. Yeah.
Oh no, this is
What? I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is that this is the green that everyone likes the green.
I
Which I have no problem with that.
I feel I'm picking my earrings right now. Like not this one, this one.
All right, give it a rest. Okay. What was your favorite system you've had so? You mean that we've worked on or that I've had? I'd have to think about that. We'll save that question for like a video or something.
Yeah.
Just got JBL Bass Pro Go.
Ooh.
How did you guys?
excited.
How do you have you guys installed it? We Bass Pro Go. Which one is the Bass Pro Go? Was that?
The
Oh, the portable one.
speaker.
Oh, the one we
Yeah.
put in your car.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the video on it. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So.
But we still don't have it. We had to give it back. There was only a
Right.
loaner, so
That was-
they wanted it. They wanted it back. I know, right?
JBL, send me another one.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I want them to.
Yeah.
How many?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
How many RCAs do you plug in when bridging a 5-channel amp? You plug in all of them. What you're gonna need is 2 sets of Y adapters because the way an amplifier is going to see that signal is, even though you're bridging it, you need 2 left signals and 2 right signals. So on channels 1 and 2, you have to plug in both your lefts, and on 3 and 4, you have to plug in both your rights. So you're gonna wanna use Y jacks to split those off into the inputs. Don't flick any of the switches that say like 1 + 2, 3 + 4. Don't use any of that stuff. And then of course, plug in your RCAs for the subwoofer. I've heard you mention that the big sound from AudioControl stuff, will the Alpine PXE into Alpine R amp, PXE into the Alpine R amps into R-type components be on the same level? It would be very nice. I mean, we use that DSP a lot. There it is right there. I just took it out of my car.
Using the standalone DSP only?
No, I think they're gonna put it. They're gonna use that as standalone DSP going into
Okay,
the
so
the
no,
R6.
no.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a phenomenal DSP. Like I said, I've been running it in my car for 2 years. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot now that it's gone. I really miss it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, damn, I had to take it out. What size speakers go into? It's a 6.5 Chevy 6.5.
Where?
2014 Chevy Cruze should be a 6.5. What do you think of the Alpine M500? Was thinking of getting one. It's a nice little 500 watt amp.
It's small, yeah, nice.
If you're gonna be putting it into a factory system, you might want to look at the Key 501 though, because then it has the equalization capability. Just a thought. Hey, we got a package. We got 2 packages actually. We got 2. Hold on.
2?
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah.
We got this one that we can't show the address on because we don't want people to know where he came from.
Flip it.
Okay, so there you go. So we got a card.
Okay.
We got a card. This card here is from Mr. Bobby, Uncle Bobby B. Knife is in my drawer if you want to pop that open, or you can grab your own.
I got my own knife.
You got your own knife? Okay.
Kidding me?
All right. So Uncle Bobby B sent us a card here.
I'm gonna flip it.
Do whatever you want. All right. So Mark's not the only one that can do unboxings. Damn it. This ain't a stack of jail audio stuff though. Really?
Hello? Not right now.
All right. So we got a card. You can probably flip it over and show the other side.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Teapots.
I like teapots. I like that.
Yeah?
All right.
Well, there you go. Hope you like it from Bobby. Oh, feels like a magnet.
Oh.
Feels like a magnet. Flip it over.
Ready?
Yeah. Ooh, look at that.
Wow,
Annual
that's
pass holder.
65 years.
Yeah, we were there. Maybe we were there for the 60th? That's cool. All right, well, that's mine.
Okay.
That's going to go home onto the stack of other things.
Save that.
That's a Mad Hatter Tea Party right there. You know what? Before we get onto that, we have
The other one.
this letter here, and then hold this for a second. Whoa.
Dude, you're dropping everything.
Sorry, Mel.
Come on.
Sorry, Mel. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So we got this letter. Hold that. Let me read the letter real quick.
All right.
All right, Dean, old school distribution block from SoundQuest from the mid to late 1990s. Found these high pass filters in my bin of installation things as well. Thought you might find them interesting. All right, so what we got here is an old school SoundQuest distribution block. Even got the gold fuses in it, but look, we're using straight little crappy screwdriver here, no Allen heads.
Wow, I didn't know
Didn't even
that
notice
exists.
that. Not only that, but like these don't snap off. So this distribution block has screws that go into the 4 corners instead of modern like just pinch and
Clip.
pull off.
Yep.
So then you have your 4 gauge input here, and here on the side, and then your 4 8 gauge. Look how
So that was more difficult.
it's gigantic. Yeah.
But that was, I believe, more secure.
yeah.
So you don't like.
So this is Chris from Ohio.
Chris, that's right.
And then these, I'm guessing they bought these from Harrison Labs. These are F mods, but these are the SoundQuest versions of them. What this is a high pass filter. So this particular one is 20 hertz. Wow, why would you do a 20 hertz high pass filter? So this must be a subsonic filter.
So this
Yeah.
is like for home audio?
No, well, you could use it for home or car, but what you do is so for example, you'd buy a set of these that let's say were 200 hertz. You'd plug them into the side of the amplifier, plug your RCAs into here, and then the line voltage that's coming over the RCAs would be enough to do what you need to do, and the output of this would be 200 hertz going into the amplifier.
Nice.
So you could still buy these. I actually had to buy a set of these for my home subwoofer because the output broke on my Pioneer receiver that I was using. So I picked up a set of 70 hertz F mods
Yeah.
and plugged those in. And then of course he gave us a couple extra fuses.
Just in case if you
Just
blow
in case
this
I blow
one.
those. Yeah. All right, so back that train up.
What
So that's what we got. Some classic stuff here.
That
We
is
learned a
really
little
good.
bit.
That is good.
Never seen one of those before. I know, right? But yeah. F mods were all the rage. So what they did is they actually changed them from this to, they were little boxes with RC in and out on them, because what would happen is you'd plug these in the side of the amp and then you break them. Because they were originally made for home audio, but when you would plug them in on a car amp, they would be weight and they'd eventually break. Plus,
so cool.
back then everyone was mounting their amplifiers to the subwoofer enclosure.
Well,
So it
thank you
just-
so much.
Just spills disaster.
Thank you, Chris. Ready?
Hold on. DS18 sells an 8-channel Marine amp. Can I use it in my car? Of course you can use it in your car. The main difference between car and boat is typically they can formal coat the board, which works even better for car because then the vibration doesn't mess it up. This came in today from our friends over at AudioControl. And I think because, like everyone else, we've been seeing some of these. I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get this out of here.
A calendar.
Check out for that Toyota, check out your iData. Go to iData link. They should have harnesses there. Ooh, more fish.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring some crackers in. We need crackers this time. Because they gave us this for Christmas, and we needed some crackers. So I'll bring in some crackers tomorrow.
Crack it.
Crack it.
I don't want to use the knife because I don't know what it is. What is this? Oh, wow.
You play so well. Oh my gosh, wow. I didn't realize I had my name on it. Dang. Oh, dude, is that cloth?
That is cloth.
Holy Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. Holy gosh. Dude, Technical Advisor of the Year. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dude, that is
cool.
That is really freaking cool.
Dude, you can put like a LED in the bottom.
You're really gonna take this that far? Oh, dude, wow. All right, here, switch.
Hang on. Oh,
That's
this is
just
the
here.
cover.
Switch. All right, hold on. Dude, I gotta see this. Holy shit. That is freaking cool as hell. Wow. All right. I like how they use. So this is cloth. For those of you guys that have I know Steve got one of these, and so did Mark. I thought this was vinyl on here, but this is actually a cloth that they've round this edge over and stretched it on. That is a really, really cool idea. I've never seen that before. That's neat. I mean, obviously, I don't look at a lot of this stuff. So you got like 1/4 inch acrylic or 3/16 maybe? That's maybe quarter. You got some risers. This back piece here is a back piece of acrylic that this is mounted to.
That is neat.
That is really cool. Wow. Oh man, that is awesome.
Dude, that looks cool. Hang on, right there.
I love this Technical Advisor of the Year. That is so freaking awesome.
I don't know about the technical. I can see the advisor.
Technically.
Basically.
Technically. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
I know where that's going.
Hang on.
Put it back in the bag. Thank you so much. That's freaking cool. Now I gotta call Chris. But thank you, AudioControl, for that. That is freaking sweet, as always. And we'll have some fun with the fish. Fish is yummy. Wish they had speaker shops like Thing in Ontario. Calgary. Go to Calgary.
Yeah.
Go to Mobile Solutions Calgary.
Where is Shaughnessy?
Yeah, but he works for a chain store.
What? I mean,
I don't know, yeah.
yeah.
Is it safe to use the D6-1200 as 5-channel amp running front, rear, and sub? Should I worry about the life of the amp and the setup? Oh God, no, we do that all the time. Don't get me wrong, we're anxiously waiting the D5-1300, which won't be out for probably another 2 months.
Yeah.
But no, in the meantime, we would always, that 6-channel very rarely got used as a 6-channel. It was always used as a 5-channel.
Right.
That 5th channel just, for like a 10, maybe 2 10s or a good 12 was really what we'd run on it.
Yeah.
When Fernando is showing up.
I'm here.
Don't ask me, man. I'm just the reciprocant. I'm not the guy that does this stuff, okay? By the way, I love your work. It's amazing and so neat. Thank you. What about Alpine PDQ? Honestly,
BDQ.
it's something that we don't get here in the United States. That's that 8-channel higher power 50x4 DSP amp that they made.
Technically, that's just more power.
Yeah, but it runs a different. I think it has a different DSP. I don't know though. We didn't get that here in the States, so yeah, we never got a chance to play with that. What do you think of the D'Amore amps? We haven't played with them yet. We haven't cracked them open. I was gonna buy some, but then we just got busy and knew we wouldn't get around to them anytime soon. So we'll just wait and see how that goes.
The $8,000 amplifiers or the other ones?
I mean, what I really want is the new clear ones. I mean, that to me is the
Yeah.
I guess those would be the middle of the road.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting
The
for.
metal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have the new
The entry
cost-effective
level.
one or
Yeah.
entry level.
Yeah.
You have the clear ones that haven't started shipping yet, and then you have the one that Steve's putting in his Cadillac, which are the like flagships.
Yes.
You know, and like things that we just dream of.
Yeah, that's a dream
so-
right there.
2020 RAM with the Alpine running Amp Pro to Rockford Fosgate for good quality sound and Ms. Would you go Morel Maximus 3-way or Exelon 6x9? Oh.
T400.
Well, so you'd have to. It's got the Alpine system, so you got a 3-way option.
3 ways.
I would do the 3-way.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah,
Totally.
do the 3-way. That's not even a question. Hell yeah, that's definitely do that. Tweeter in the door, mid-range in the dash. Yeah, it's just like the video we did. That totally do that. Okay, put one out for Fernando. He's real funny about that stuff, guys. I mean, you know, where's your? You know what? Grab the envelope up front.
Where are they?
There's up front. But see, look how slow he's walking. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. No one's got anything else to do. Take your time. Oh, flip it over. Shush. Is yours on top? Are your hands clean? There we go. Right there. Hold on. We don't need those. We got this. Okay. There you go. Top 50 installer, Mr. Fernando Lopez. That guy. Right there. What we want to do is I want to scan these in and I want to cut them out on the laser and make little tiny ones. I think those would be cool.
But this is better.
Your putts. Anyways, yeah. So there you go. There's Fernando's. That's a better piece of paper. They're all good pieces of paper. Hold on. All right. So will the D1300 have RC outputs for another amp? If memory serves, I think it has one set of RC outputs. Not 100% sure on that. I don't remember. We got to get one in first, so trust me. As soon as we get one in, we're gonna do a just like we did with the LC, where we're like, hey, we got a magical one, and we're gonna talk you all about it. So
It has it.
just stay tuned for that, and we'll have some more fun with it. I should call him. I have a 16 Silverado. I'm trying to hook up the DSR-1, but iDataLink says I cannot do it. Is that true? Might be. If they say it doesn't work. The only harness they make for that right now is the GM or DGM3. So if the DGM3 doesn't work for that car, then the answer would be no, in the sense that you can't control the chime or.
It's non-amplifying?
I mean, so the problem is that's a most bus, but typically what we do in that car is if the Amp Pro GM61 works in that, which it should,
Yeah.
we would do an Amp Pro GM61 into the DSR-1. That's what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to stop in and get some ideas for a system change out, which door do I knock on? Yours or the retail? You go to the retail side first, and then Paul will make the appropriate notifications. We'll be taking my Amp 50 to get Ken. Oh, Jesus, lost it. I'm sorry. I lost your thing. How's COVID vacation in your area? There is no COVID vacation. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Florida, our governor does not give a crap about COVID. They could care less. So you're on your own, people. Florida is a you're on your own state. They don't care. Not a bit.
Wow.
What's up from the UK?
What's up, Texas?
What's up for Texas?
Hey, man.
Not snow. We have no snow. I'm going to make everyone freezing their butts off right now feel just a little bit better. Not really. You're going to hate it. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at that freaking bright sun. No snow on the ground.
So that was me.
I mean, got shorts on.
That was me.
Love Florida. Exactly.
Oh, you're bleeding.
Am I bleeding? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, look at that. I am bleeding. I remember doing that. COVID is here to stay, just like the flu. Big Boy Toys.
I think that's gonna be it.
That's it. Okay, Big Boy Toys. There we go. We just talked about him. He's Mr. Ohio that sent them to us. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a free-for-all here, no doubt, right? Jesus. Vacation's not vacation. Don't even get me started on vacation. There we go. I'll be taking my F-150 to get a Kenwood 1037 installed. That'd be nice. Like, we just did a F-150 last week with the Elevate in it.
No Elevate.
Not the high 10.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I don't know. Elevate. What is it? Oh, yeah, high 10.
Elevate.
And it looked really nice.
Yeah.
I could only imagine that I would do the Kenwood. I think the Kenwood would look better. But
we just have to wait and see.
I meant in the sense that the floating aspect in that car looks good. I feel that there's more height adjustment. Mm-hmm. That was one thing about I didn't like the way I wasn't happy with how we had to center that up on the dash.
Not a fan of the floating radius.
I understand that. I mean, I totally understand. Wrangler non-amplified, what integration you recommend? Well, if you want a DSP, obviously the DSR-1 going AR with their harness works wonderfully. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be using, if you have some other form of DSP, then use an Amp Pro. But either one of them will reprogram the radio to give you your output. So either go Amp Pro or DSR-1 AR OT harness. What's up from Vegas?
Vegas, reminding about Saturday.
Oh, speaking of Vegas, I don't know what that means.
Vegas.
Don't forget, Saturday, Mr. Jeff Smith will be here instead of Fernando. We'll be doing DSP talk.
Yep.
He has his Helix. We're going to have him bring in his laptop, and we're going to go over his tune in his car. We're going to talk all about it and just, see what he chose, why he picked these points. We're going to talk about the AudioFrog speakers he has in his car. So we're just going to sit back, everyone. We're going to listen to Jeff Smith school us on his tune and what is going on with that. Is that date any good, really? I've seen your reviews. No, it sucks.
No.
It's garbage. Can you put a Stinger X radio in an 18 F-150 with the 8-inch screen? I wouldn't. You can, but, yes, you can. But you're going to have to buy the big, expensive dash kit to do it. As of right now, you'd have to buy the big, expensive 8-inch dash kit and then the radio. I guess it'd just be a trade-off. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, you could do it. I don't know how much cheaper it'd be to just do an MFT1 and let's say a Sony or a Kenwood or something like that, because that kit's so much cheaper. Because the one problem with the Stinger radios is they don't work with iData. Anything that'll work with iData, you could just use the MFT1 kit, which is just a piece of plastic with some cables and whatnot that allows you to keep your factory front bezel if you have the 8-inch screen. So it's kind of a tough one. Jesus, I hate that. I wish they would just make up their mind as far as Instagram sucking. Jess Smith, I got mad free air questions on deck. Ooh, yeah. He'd be the guy to ask for sure. He'd be the guy to ask. No one answer at the store. Trying to call into Paul as you recommend to see if. Honestly, I have no idea why he's not answering the phone. We are not connected to him over there as far as the buildings. He's 3 stores down, so I don't know what he's doing over there. So just keep trying. AudioFrog GS 690s or Exelons with the 7-inch mid bass.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Have we ever heard the 690s?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, we did the GS 690s. Yeah. I mean, they're really good too, man.
I just don't like the tweeter on the 7-inch, especially the older one. The new one I haven't heard yet, but the older one, the Kenwood 7-inch tweeter was just kind of you kind of break the tip of that. Is non-exciting. It's just kind of flat for my taste.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're doing the 690s, why not just do the Kenwood 6x9s? You know what I mean? They make with the 2.5 or the 3.5. That's just like the 690, unless that's a coaxial. I don't know. I'm thinking you'll probably get more mid-bass out of the 6x9. Maybe check out the Morels.
Yeah.
Guys, it was always a pleasure to watch your videos, especially how-tos and fabricate tips and tricks. Thanks for your work. Oh, no problem.
Oh, thank you.
Tech tip of the day? I mean, the best tech tip would be, the reason why we're doing this now is because we're getting ready to tune this F250 that we just finished, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't ready to tune it. If that is a problem, like you're like, you have to be in the mood to do that kind of thing. So if you're having to tune a car and you're not feeling it at the moment, don't do it. Do something else for a little bit, kind of get your mind right, kind of make sure everything is where it needs to be, and then go back in it and start your tune then. Because you don't want it to suck, and you don't want it to, if you're just going through the motions, then the tune is going to suck. So the tech tip is just walk around, do something else, come back at it, knock it out of the park.
Go get lunch.
Go get a lunch, exactly. Especially when you're
What's
like,
lunch?
I don't know. One of the things we like to do is we try to pace the car so that it's done, and we come in the morning and we do the tune. Because it's fresh ears, we're not exhausted, we haven't been like go doing all that stuff. And we just come in and sit back, and it's like the first thing we do, and and that's fun. But the way this car worked out is we paced ourselves really well on this. I mean, gotta be honest with you, we paced ourselves exceptionally well on this.
You're welcome.
You did it. It's totally you. I mean, because I just was burning stuff on the laser half the day yesterday.
Totally,
So,
that's what I do.
you did you. So yeah, just do your thing. Take your time. They got into the Rise. Ada and the kids got into the Rise of the Empire. Good job. That's awesome. That's the awesomest ride ever.
Frogs for the win.
Frogs for the win. There you go.
Go get the frogs.
Like the tweeter is meh. Totally. I 100%. The tweeter on the XR 1800P is
meh.
It is meh. But if you guys caught the news on Friday, there's a new pair that just came out, and supposedly the tweeter is a lot more not meh. See, the problem with that, it wasn't the tweeter, it was the passive crossover. Because we've done them active before, and it was like, this isn't the same speaker. But they're really conservative on that passive crossover, and it just kind of steals the sound away from it, but they don't want anyone to blow that tweeter. Because it's at that price point where stupid things happen. So.
Everything happens.
I know.
All right.
Listen, guys, we're going to hop over here and tune this car. Thanks so much for playing along with us today. Thanks for AudioControl for sending this cool stuff. We'll get some crackers in here and enjoy that salmon.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Chris. All of us.
Thank you, guys. Thank all of you for hanging out with us for a little bit. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bro, man. Bro. It is foam and Chihuly. Oh, you're out of Chihuly. No, why am I saying the Valentina?
Man.
My bad. I don't know why I was thinking. I don't know why I even went to Chihuly.
Yeah.
Dude, I had pizza last night, and I literally, every piece of pizza.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is every single piece of pizza got something different on it. So one piece had Valentina, one piece had the Taco Bell Verde sauce.
Okay.
One piece had some, what's the taco Tuesday place, right up the street? Tijuana Flats.
Okay.
One had some Tijuana Flat sauce. One had some Chick-fil-A sauce. So it was like each piece of pizza had a different sauce on it.
Wow.
Hey, you know who's in the house?
Morel.
Morel is in the house. I know, right?
I know.
What are those? Okay, what are these? Grab the cover that you cut out.
Tostitos.
So these are foam. This tastes 100% like foam.
Oh.
You can pick them up at the bodega. Yeah, T-O-T-I-S.
They call toties. Hey, man.
It tastes like flavored foam. I'm not gonna lie. They're actually quite enjoyable.
Ha!
It's really weird. That looks good, Fernando. And of course, he smothers it in Valentina sauce.
Yeah.
And then we eat it, and we sit here and we go, he starts to sweat, and I start to gag. Because I'll be coughing, because it just burns the crap out of my Caucasian throat. My white guy throat. Although I feel like I do hot sauce better than you do.
Cool.
In some cases. I don't know.
I always sweat.
Yeah.
Like nature.
Nature? It's just like nature? All right, so check it out. Today we have a Dodge Ram. This is the classic body style Dodge Ram. What is this, an 03? Is this an 03?
It's 2005.
It's a 5. Okay, you know why it's not an 03? Because there's no air vent here. 04, they took the air vent away, I believe. Anyways, this had a din and a half in it, and now it has a double din thanks to, pardon me, the pack kit that we put in it. Well, what we did is we added in the Kenwood dash cam to it, along with a backup camera, and today we're gonna show you how that functions. So we'll turn this on. And what's unique about this particular radio and this combination, this is a Kenwood dash cam, and they work in conjunction with one another. Yes, Bobby, you're right, 3rd gen. So we'll come here and then we'll go to this page. And where's the camera?
Camera's right here.
Hit the cam button. Yeah, just hit the cam button.
So, alright.
Alright, there, see? Alright, so hit the camera. And so there's our dash cam. So our dash cam comes up on it, and then tap the rear cam. We'll pop, there's the rear cam. Go back to the front cam. And then if you tap, where's the service? The tools? Did you tap the screen? How do we get to the
tap
tools?
right here.
Yep. All right. So then we can tap the gear here. This will take us into the settings for the camera. So all the settings and everything are done here on the face of the radio, which is really cool.
You can change it. You can do whatever you want.
Please insert SD card. And then if you don't want it anymore,
That's it.
it'll go away. But if you touch the center of the screen here, that little X that appears, we'll go back and I'll show you really quick. We can also, yeah, okay, so this one doesn't, so see the X? See the X? There's the X. So that's what closes the camera. And that's it. And of course, if you put it in reverse, it'll show that. If you wanna, while it's in reverse, you can tap to see the dash cam if you're gonna be doing all that funness. Now, one thing you can do, which is kind of neat, is if we, let's close this. We'll put on the front cam. So here's the dash cam. Let's see if this does this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Put it in reverse. All right, take it out of reverse. Ah, it does. So what this is useful for is if you want to pull forward, go back, pull forward, go back, you can. Now the other nice thing about this Kenwood radio is that if we could also add another camera, so if we wanted to put one way out here in the front to see low, we could do that. So this will have 4 cameras attached to it if you wanted. Or if you wanted to put one over here, you could do that.
You gotta select it on the settings.
Yeah, in the camera setup, there's a whole setting section for that. But that's it. There's your dash cam. So it takes an SD card that it comes with right here. Hey, do you know where the box is?
Yeah.
Ah, hold on. I have the box right here.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the box. So if you guys are interested in this, this is the DVR-N520. There you go.
So nice.
Now Kenwood does make a bunch of other backup dash cams, which we gave a bunch of them away for the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
That aren't part of the radio. This is unique in that when you get into the Exelon style radios, this is the 9907. So pretty cool. I have 7C71 connected into my F250. I have resistors hooked up to the speaker outputs on the radio, and subwoofer happens to cut out. The amplifier is a 5-channel Alpine. Any thoughts as to why? Gain's too high. That would be the, so if nothing else is cutting off other than the subwoofer, your gain is too high. Alpine amplifiers are super sensitive gain controls. So try turning the gain down and see if that helps. That's usually what causes the problem on that one. Lots of love.
No, I just don't like this.
This kit gets fingerprints on it like it's nobody's business. Look at, he's over here fighting an endless battle. Get it a little wet and then try it.
Ha! That's it.
You need, no, I mean, talk nice to it. You're like, hey baby, what you doing later tonight? Such a pervert.
A little wet.
You're welcome. Oh, you went for bottled water? Wow. It's artesian. Okay, let's watch Fernando clean the dash. Did you have to pay for the laser or did the shop buy it? All right, that is a great question. And with that, I will answer it the best way I can. Check this out. This is a panel saw. It's a Sawtrax from Georgia, if you guys are interested in getting a panel saw. There's this. Hold, please. And then there's a DeWalt air compressor here in the bathroom that you guys never get to see. Those two products are the only thing that the store owns. So Paul bought the air compressor and Paul brought the panel saw. That's it. Everything else that's in the install bay is either mine or Fernando's. So everything that you guys see, the routers, the lifts, the vacuum systems, the laser, these cabinets that I just bought these are mine. But yeah, no, he doesn't supply anything for any of us. The air filtration system so that we don't have to sneeze all the time. All that stuff belongs to me. I like the bathroom. Thank you. It's small, it's cozy. Fernando spends a lot of time in there. It's kind of strange. Oh, and he wrecks it too. Oh my God, he wrecks it. But yeah, no, all the tools these are all Fernando's tools. And these are mine. But yeah, camera gear is mine. But yeah, that's just how it is. Are you using a gimbal to record right now? Thankfully, no. How do I feel about gimbals, Fernando?
You don't like them.
Why not?
I don't know why not, because your hand is like this.
My hand is like that, but I have an iPhone that takes all the jitter away.
Take care of that. Yeah.
Good phones, that's all I say. No, we've had the DJI, whatever the Osmos, the actual gimbal one, and I gave it away because I couldn't stand it, so I gave it to Tommy Who, and sent it for him and his family to play with. I have the little Osmos that attaches to the phone and does that, and I suck at video games and joysticks, which is why I feel like I suck at that. Plus, it's like when you do this, it goes like this, and then it'll come back, and it's like, that's really freaking annoying. So none of the stuff we do uses any form of gimbal work. It's always just handheld. So like when you see the slow pan, it's like, whoa, slow pan. Hold on, let's do a slow pan here.
You gotta be on the food, man.
Here, we're gonna come in on the food.
This.
Slow it down just a little bit, and then we'll pan back way faster. Ooh.
Like this. Boom.
You need help. What type of amp fuse I would need for a 5.1K mono amp?
1K depends.
I gotta be honest with you. Anytime we question what size, two things we do. One, we go to the manufacturer's website and see what they recommend. And if they don't have it, then we just go to Google, which is this weird thing. Fernando was telling me about it earlier today because I honestly forgot all about it. You go and you just type in power wire calculator, DC power wire calculator, and you can put in the amount of feet that you have and the amount of amperage that you're going to be drawing. Power wattage that you're going to be drawing, and it'll tell you what size fuse to use. The bathroom is Gardiner Fernando. Check out this date and DSP. Yeah, no crap. Hey, one thing I forgot to mention while you guys are all here and it's halfway into the show is tomorrow is Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's Thursday, and for those of you guys that are like, hey, didn't AudioControl say they were going to be doing like trainings again and talk about stuff and all that? And you'd be like, yes, you're right, they did. And tomorrow is AudioControl's day, so join Matthew Palumbo and Chris Bennett for the second session in our monthly training series. This month we're talking about AudioControl's 5-channel amplifiers, the recently released LC, and a brand new D5 1300 that will be out very shortly. You can find them on Zoom or watch on Facebook Live. This is where I'm at right now. I'm on the Facebook Live page. So tomorrow, February 25th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time is 11 a.m. What time would that be at our Eastern Standard Time?
11?
No,
11 a.m.
It's 11.
Yeah, that's
So
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
3 hours.
3-hour difference. Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting better at that.
We're getting better.
We'll be able to. So tomorrow, definitely, you want to check that out. They're going to be talking about, so you guys had some questions, I know, the other day about 5-channel preamp outputs. We didn't have the answers because we don't have one yet, which hopefully will be fixed soon. And so there'd be a great time to just check it out, see what's going on with that particular thing. Have you installed the JBL? No. All right, so some bad news on the JBL thing. Nothing with the JBL. It's still right there, but what we were going to do with it, we couldn't do. It's still slotted to go into something, but not yet. We can't talk about why, but soon enough. What are we eating? Tomorrow is my daughter's 3rd birthday.
Oh,
Ooh,
Happy
3 years
birthday.
old.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, little one.
Yeah.
Daughters are the best.
What are we eating? I don't know.
You're eating this little...
I'm still eating this.
It's foam.
Yeah.
It's foam with spicy Mexican flavors on them that make your... Go! That's why I'm not eating one right now, because I wouldn't be able to talk. No problem. Helix DSP or Audison Bit Nove? It depends. There's obviously several Helix DSPs that are out there. The Bit Nove is convenient and also 9 channels, which I like because you can do full active, you know, 3-way up front, rear, and a sub. So 9's kind of cool. As well as the Nove does do, does do AR from Audison. From iData. So you can do AR. But there again, depends what Helix DSP you're trying to do. You just have to get a DSP that fits the number of channels that you're trying to do. Both of them are awesome. What's so funny?
No, Bobby said that's Mexican Funyuns.
Dude, they're totally Mexican Funyuns.
Totally.
Yeah. No, good one. Yeah, total Mexican Funyuns. I had some Funyuns the other day.
Sebastian loves Funyuns.
Hey, Haley, I think Sue likes Funyuns, even though she hates onions. All I know is we bought this giant box of chips from
I put hot sauce.
BJ's wholesale house, and it was all the good flavors that you never get in a bag of chips. So it was like Funyuns, barbecued Fritos, the blue bag of Doritos, cheddar.
I bought this, and it comes in a big bag of like
200 bags.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
All right, I just want to show you guys. All right, check this out. All right, this is Fernando. All right, hold on. All right, so all right. So this is his lunch. This is what he'll eat for lunch.
Yeah. This is breakfast.
This is his breakfast right here. Okay, these are his snacks throughout the day. Okay. This is it. Normally there's like a stack of chips here, so I'm kind of surprised there isn't.
Oh, it is.
And then Coke. And he's got some Hunter mixed nuts.
Hey.
That's what he has. This is his food. And every now and then there'll be a Panera bag with his breakfast that he eats at 2 o'clock.
Yes. Coffee in the morning has to be.
Yeah. But this guy eats some of the worst shit ever.
I know.
And I'm over here. Good. I'm over here, so here's my lunch bag. Disney, of course. What do I got in my lunch bag? Oh, an apple! Because I already ate my banana. Yeah. Life with 5-star.
Yep.
All right, hold on. There's got to be good
healthy
questions here.
Fernando. This is healthy.
Do you guys cut apart the fuses, 12-volt constant wire on the ILXW650 harness? That thing is annoying. It is annoying. And make it shorter? No, typically I don't. I just run it out, and I do make it a little bit shorter so that it will fold in, but I don't cut it in and make it short. I don't know why I don't do that. Probably because I just don't care that much, because I've figured out a way to do it that's okay. But yes, you're right, it is so annoying. And the only reason why it's there is because of those stupid external amplifiers, the power pack. If they would just stop making the power pack and transition over to the bigger clip-on amplifiers, which sound 100% better. If you're still buying an Alpine power pack, man, you got sold some crap. It's okay, but what I'm saying is the new one is so much better, the one that actually attaches to the back of the amplifier and you have to run a power wire to. Is it safe to solder 2 12-gauge wires into an 8-gauge for a primary wire? Both of my kicker amps have 12-gauge power wires. I don't see why not. I feel the only side effect of that is that you have to have a really good soldering gun that can heat up the solder all the way through that connection.
Yeah.
That to me is the hardest part. Like, our soldering guns will get that hot. But that I feel is where you just have to make sure you get it that hot. Yeah, and then shrink wrap the hell out of it.
That's gonna be crazy.
Tundra 2020 JBL system. What radio do you recommend that okay. Tundra 2020. That dash. I would do one of the floating screens. I'd do the kicker. I'm sorry, the Kenwood. I'd do the Kenwood. I'd do the 57. The 1057.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do the JVC if you wanted. I'd either do the 1057 if I wanted the best in sound quality, I could see going down to the 1037. But I would do the bigger screen because there's lots of room there to take up, and they'd look really nice with the big screens on them.
There you go.
Full cal access or Merle Virtus. That's not even a fair comparison. Like the Virtus cost way more than the Access. Well, they do cost more than the Access, but yeah, no, I would totally go Morel. I mean, if those are my options, Access or Virtus, Morel. It's not even that's not even a question. Yeah. Recommendations for 1200 at 2 ohm sub amp.
1200 at 2 ohm.
But I mean, there again, you could go bigger. I mean, you could go something that does 1500 or 2000 at 1 ohm, and you'll be right there at the 2 ohm. The
mode. Kicker KX amplifiers.
They do 1 ohm now, though.
They do 1 ohm.
Yeah. So I mean, if you got the 1800 at 1 ohm and at 2 ohm, it would probably be about 1200 watts.
Ah, the Audison RS is 1200.
Probably at 2 ohm, yeah. Audison SR, by the way. SR amplifiers.
That's what I say.
Yeah, but don't rule out like for example, if you find something
1500 AudioControl.
Yeah.
1500 AudioControl.
Yeah.
That's a 2 ohm.
Is it? Yeah. 1500 at 2 ohm. Yeah, that would work. So that'd be the
LC
1500.1. I'm sorry, LC 1.1500. Remember, they're backwards. Speaking of AudioControl, for those of you that are just tuning in, don't forget tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, depending on where you're at, is the AudioControl training over on Facebook. So they're finally getting back into the monthly trainings, and this time tomorrow, that's tomorrow Thursday, we're going to have Matthew and Chris talking about the new 5-channel amplifiers as well as the new D 5-channel amplifier that isn't even out yet, so you'll be able to take a look at them and have a fun. Fernando, good pick on that. He says thank you. I forgot all about that amplifier. But yeah, that would be badass. It does take a 0 gauge, so be prepared. Be prepared.
But still, it's good amplifier.
My AVH 120 BT Pioneer is stuck on the reverse camera. What can I do? Man. You're gonna have to pull power on it. You gotta pull power on it. They're used on some of those. There was a way to get that out of that, but I don't think there is on that one. I think you just have to pull power. If you have the reverse hooked up, sometimes you can go into reverse and the camera will actually shut off because what it's looking for is a positive. What it's looking for is a positive, and if you've switched it to negative trigger, then when you put it into reverse, it flips it and it sees what it's not looking for. And you can go in and fix the adjustment at that point. But otherwise, you got to pull a hard reset. But if you can't get into the menu to do the hard reset, then you got to pull power on it, which sucks. Because even if you disconnect the battery, it's going to remember what is done. So you have to be able to get that wire disconnected and get in there and have fun.
For any installation, you gotta call Paul.
Never went to reverse. Oh, wow. It's on the factory camera and it never went to reverse by itself. That's extremely weird, Dad.
Yeah. Like I say, if you want any information about the installation part of it, just call Paul.
Tommy, you like the Evo X? I don't think Tommy likes anything by Sound Digital. Ugh, and that brand Ground Zero, I know he has nothing to do with them.
That is right.
They would never.
1200.2, yeah.
What?
1200.2.
Tommy who? Yeah. No, he totally likes that. It's, yes, 1200.2. Yeah, good call. See, Tommy, that's why we need you there. What was this one? Hold on. It's what's your opinion on 4th and 6th order bandpass enclosures? I mean, it's a good way to get a lot of bass. You know, and if you can build one, they're cool. I mean, back in the 90s, that's all we built was 4th order bandpasses. Like, that was it. It's just 4th order bandpass all day long. You know, Ryan XTRs, it was like the magical thing. You just put them all in bandpasses. And then you ended up with a lot of blown woofers. But it was a lot of fun, and you could make smaller woofers sound bigger. So why not, right? You just got to be careful. The problem is now with a lot of these woofers that have giant surrounds on them, Bandpass boxes, you kind of stepped out of what a Bandpass box, the size requirement is so big for that box that it just kind of isn't practical anymore. But you get something that has a small surround on it, a smaller, you know, the more conventional style driver, and I feel like building a Bandpass box is not a bad idea. New RAM, if I use an Amp Pro to upgrade a whole system with DSP and amp, any reason to keep factory amp? Yes, because you said you want to use an Amp Pro. I think we're ready to pull this truck out.
Ready?
Yeah, I think he's here. Sorry, I was itching my arm. All right, a little bit of information about an Amp Pro versus doing something other than an Amp Pro. Let's say, an AR. Amp Pro is designed to retain the factory amplifier in the loop. And the reason for that is that, let's say you wanted to add subwoofers, or you wanted to add an amplifier for the front stage, and everything else was okay. Then you'd pick an Amp Pro, because an Amp Pro will keep that factory amplifier in there. You have to keep the factory amplifier in there. You can't remove it, because if you remove it, it screws up the whole bus of the car and things don't work properly. Now, if you are going to remove the factory amplifier, because you're putting all new mids and highs in it, what do we lose?
I'm gonna need this.
Oh, to show them?
Yeah.
Okay, good call. Good copy. Then you can go iData and go with an iData compatible product, something like a DSR-1, a BitNove, an Arc Audio piece, Forza, something like that. In which case, or the Kenwood DXR606 DSP. There we go. And what those are designed to do is remove the factory amplifier. So look at it like this. It's just like on an Android or an iPhone where we both have to do two things different ways to get to the same because there was patents and stuff like that. That's what's happening here, is that they claim it's this, that, and the other, but really it just comes down to who patented what technology. One of them patented it with keeping the factory amplifier. That means the other one had to remove the factory amplifier unless they wanted to pay. So if your goal is to remove the factory amp, you're going to want to go Maestro. If your goal is to not go that way, then you're going to have to keep the factory amp. Now, if you do have to go Amp Pro like you've already got it, make sure you pick up the T-harness for that, because it doesn't come in the box, which is stupid. I know, but they make a APH CH something or other. Do I have one here? Sorry, I'm looking at Chrysler. I don't have one, but basically what it is it's a harness that looks something like that, and what it's designed to do is plug in at the amplifier and keep the power going to the amplifier, as well as give you all your speaker wires out if you're not going to change, or if you want to use the factory speaker wiring, if you're not going to go crazy and put in all new speaker wiring. Tommy's not going to be biased for them. Thank you for the tip, man. Oh, no problem. How much you guys charge for professionalism? No idea. That's Paul's projects. All right, hold on. Yes, Evo is a complete redesign for the higher quality than before. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this without breaking anything. Hang on. Ow, that hurt. That was my toe. God. Oh. Okay. Hold on. We got the new cabinets, but we haven't had time to put stuff away yet, so we're halfway there. At least we have them. All right, so this keeps. All right, here we go. You want a 5K? We got a 5K. Look at that. There's a nice 5K right there. Ooh, isn't that cool? So there is your Sound Digital 5K. And then, all right, hold on. Oh, this is gonna make a mess. Oh, sorry to make you look at the floor. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to do this without hurting myself. Ooh, that worked. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. right, hang on. This is why I don't have a gimbal. All right, so this is what we're talking about in the comments. This is a 2400.2. Sorry, this is 1200.2. So here's your 1200.2. I know, isn't it freaking cute, right? So there you go. We haven't done the review on this yet. We have the 1200.2, we have the 1200.4, but yeah. And then we got one more. This one's easy to get to. Those are cute too, right? That's the 800. So hold on. So the 3K. Here's your 3K. So there you go. There's your 3K. These are a prototype, so they come with these logos now, but this is the Evo X 3K. So you got a 12, a 3, and a 5. These, if you want to see these work, we put these in on the Kicker quad box. So we had the 3K and the 5K. This was vicious on the Kicker quad box, like was scary, silly. This sounded very similar to the 1200, their 2400 that they have. Very similar. It was little, but yeah, there you go. All right, so there's your sound digital. What is the best car stereo on the market right now? That's kind of a broad question. I mean, don't hurt yourself. I dropped. Here's the funny part. Okay, this is karma right here, guys. You heard that fall. You want to know what it was that fell on my foot? That stupid amp I told you not to buy. It was the freaking little Alpine brick amp. It fell out and went right for my foot. How ironic is that? I'm just here going, don't get this, get the new one. And this is what falls on my foot. Dang, it's rough being Dean. Hi guys, Kenwood, 10.1 recommendation. Thank you. Yes, 10.1. Get the 1057. Be the one to get. For sure. Anyone else making an amp replacement for a new 10-channel Accord? At the moment, no. So here's the thing. Obviously, we know that there's an issue with the L as far as the Bluetooth thing, but that might not be the problem with the X. The X is apparently just came back in stock. So once we can get our hands on one of those, we're going to do another check to see if that solves the issue. So stay tuned on that front. Don't hold your breath. It's not like it's going to be tomorrow or anything, but yeah. Sony GS9, RSX, best single DIN radio on the market? Answer, was that the question? I mean, I don't know. If that was the question, then that's definitely the answer. There it is. There again, though. Best of something is always subjective to what the question is being asked. So if someone asks what's the best 10.1 inch screen, then I might say that Kenwood Exelon. Well, I would say that. But if someone's saying like, what's the best radio? What is your criteria for best? Because like that is definitely by far one of the best sounding stereos ever made. But if you're not, it's made for a very specific thing. And it does that really well. Because I had a thing, hi, nice radio, but really wasn't happy with it. I know it's made for the Jeep JK, so had to get rid of it. Yeah, I would go Kenwood. I have the X and still have the Bluetooth issues. Okay, perfect. Well, now I don't have to deal with that. Thank God. That was gonna be a pain, so. The solution is to just turn it down. That's what they told me. Anyways, I told them they're kind of crazy. They need to actually fix the problem. But I'm just this guy on YouTube, whatever. So, don't really matter. Oh yeah, okay, so back to the original question. What was the, yeah, so I would definitely look at the Kenwood, the big Kenwood 10-inch for sure. JL Bluetooth module instead of replacing stock head unit. All right, so I had a thought the other day. All right, so the problem, all right, so here's the, I got to think the thought through more. I wasn't ready for that. But one of the things that I don't see, some of the things we couldn't test on the Honda was because it was silly to do it any other way than the right way. So now it's like figure out a wrong way to do it, meaning don't use the factory volume knob. One of the things that the Metra L does that the higher end doesn't do is that it's two pieces. Like if you watch the video, you saw the one piece, which is the diff conversion, and then it goes into the DSP. Out of the diff, out of the little converter, the little smaller box, is a flat signal. Okay, that's where the flat signal comes from. The problem is it's non-variable because the volume control is done at the DSP. What we didn't get a chance to test, because why would we, is that if we took that flat, non-varied output into a DSP with its own volume knob, will that solve the Bluetooth issue? Because we're no longer relying on going through the DSP. I don't know, because we don't know where the delay is coming from. If it's coming from the DA converter, or the digital analog converter that's built into the diff, or if it's something built into the DSP. We don't know where that delay is happening that's causing the echo, because I'm not the engineer that designed it. But my thought was, if I can take that signal out of that, go into the DSP, put an external volume knob instead of using this, but then that sucks because you're losing your steering wheel control volume and your volume knob, but I mean, you still have a knob. You know, like JL makes that really sexy knob, and of course Helix just came out with a really sexy knob. So I don't know if that would work because we haven't tested it, but that is also an option that might be, you know, it gets you your Bluetooth back, but there again, you could also just use an earbud. I don't know how important it's like. I don't like to talk on the phone while I'm driving because I just like to drive and, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So like the thought of talking to somebody on the phone, if that'll get them stop talking to me faster, I'm kind of down with that. But there again, there's a lot of people that drive and talk and want a good sounding car, so I get it. All right. Sexy knobs all over the place. I know, right? Hi, which amp do you recommend between the RG and the JL VXI? I'll be driving. I don't know what the RG is. I mean, the VXI is expensive. It's pretty cool. Avatar amp, good. Never heard of them. Never. I mean, if I have, I don't know. We haven't done anything with them. Of course, the GL module into the AudioControl D series amplifiers, of course. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Let me go back here. Yes, all correct. Tommy is telling you, Ken, all Pioneer NEX radios have 4 volts, and all Kenwood Exelon XR radios have 5 volts. Ooh, sexier. And they don't clip. He can call Paul. Definitely, you can call Paul. Oh, still trying to figure out how this new Instagram sucks. What's up, Dean and Fernando? Just chilling, you know, end of the day. It's almost ready to call this a night here. Fernando's showing the customer how to use his iPad, his daughter's iPhone. This was a cool request. Being a dad, like, and obviously if you got, you know, most of you guys or some of you guys know that I have that other channel, The Boring Life of Dean and Haley, where Haley and I get together and we do all kinds of silly stuff. And it's just the interaction of a dad and their daughter. So all you guys out there that have daughters, you know what it's like. You know, if you can get them to pay attention to you for 5 minutes, it's a wonderful thing. This guy, him and his daughter drive around a lot, and they sing karaoke in the car. That's their thing. So he's got an 11-year-old daughter. So he wanted to make sure that they could stream the YouTube videos that they watch, and they just sing together while they're driving around. So he went with the radio that we just showed at the beginning of this. We added in the, she has an iPhone, which makes it super easy, because we added in the CAC3AV cable from Kenwood into the iSimple Media Links with a flush mount HDMI adapter on the dash so that she could come out of her iPhone with the iPhone to HDMI adapter, plug it in, and boom, there you go. She's got her YouTube up on the dash. He still has Android Auto. Life is great. And everything works the way it's supposed to. And they can sing together their carpool karaoke. How cool is that? I mean, that is so awesome. That's the best question anyone was asking. How do I keep YouTube on my screen so my daughter and I can sing karaoke together while we're driving down the road? How cool is that? Switch to. You can use a relay and switch between stock speakers and audio control speakers. I guess I missed the first part of it. Ever try the AudioFrog mic kit? Awesome job setting up the karaoke. Yes, actually, we do have the AudioFrog mic kit right here. I bought it more for the UMI one. I bought it because of the test CD that it comes with. It is like a phenomenal test CD. But no, if you for $200, it's probably between the CD that it comes with and all the parts that it has, you're not going to find a more complete system of information on how to use an RTA. You go to AudioFrog's site, Andy has all the notes up there, how to use the REW software, and I'm pretty sure it's REW, and walks you through the whole process. So for $200, it's a deal and a half. Definitely worth it. And like I said, the CD that he gives you, it's phenomenal. Like I said, I bought it for the CD. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the most expensive CD I've ever bought. And I bought it. In regards to DSP amp combos, what would you be good everyday listening? Man, that's a wonderful question. Obviously, we use a ton of AudioControl DSP combos. It's like our go-to product. However, this is something that has been really bugging me as of late because we were also big with the Q class. Like, we sold a lot of Kicker Q classes, and now that 5-channel is gone, granted, you know, AudioControl came out with their 5-channel. It's not shipping yet, but it should be here in the next 2 months, which will be wonderful, and that'll go. But it's out of the price range. I love DSP amp combinations, and there's a bunch of them to choose from, but it's finding that right price point. Like, there's two right there. So you got the D6-600, but only has 2-channel in, which totally screws up people's thought process. You have the JBL, which is an 8-channel. It's still kind of small though, so that's where it's like it's only like 50 watts by 8 or 35 by 8. It's not a lot of power. This is 70, which is kind of cool. You can get some decent, plus it has 4 channels of active outputs. You have a 10-channel DSP. You have the Forza and the Prima lines. Moscone makes a DSP amplifier. ARC makes a couple good DSP amplifiers. The problem is that you run into everything and they're all like $1,000, which is actually still a pretty good deal. When you, like, for example, you look at like a DM608, it's like $700, and then you look at like the amplifier. And there again, I'm generalizing here. There might be a little bit more than that, but it's like you can get into a D4.800 for like $600. So it's a pretty good deal. I'm sorry, it's $600 and $700. It's like $100 to $150 difference. So, you know, it's definitely, yeah. But as far as every day, it just depends on how much power you want. That's the problem. It's like trying to find the right DSP for the speaker and the amount of power you want, the listening level you're trying to play it at. So for example, like the system I really like and how they do it is the Audison Prima system. So these guys right here. So you have the Forza, you have the Prima. And they're not a lot of power. So like the Primas are only like 50, it's 50 by 4 or something like that. And the Forza is it's 50 by 8 and then 85 by 8. So, but they're small. They're like these little tiny things. They almost look like the Sound Digitals, how small they are. But they have DSPs built into them. It's a 9-channel DSP. It's the same. It's basically the Nove is built into both of those. So you have 9 channels of DSP, which is extremely cool. If you run them with the right speakers, meaning Prima is a full line. So when you buy Prima speakers with Prima amplifiers, the efficiency is all matched up. So you put those speakers in on those amplifiers and it's freaking loud and crazy and precise and awesome. But it's a full system. And a lot of the times people don't want to do that because it's like, you know, whatever. But that is the one time when people go, oh, I want to buy an Alpine radio with Alpine speakers, Alpine subs. It's like, you don't really have to do that. With the Prima stuff, you do, because if you do it that way, you're going to be way more happy than if you don't. Or you have to find speakers that are just like super efficient and work the same way. So just a thought. Very cool. Blam over JL C5s for sure. Oh yeah, that's not even a question. With the Bluetooth modules, okay. Andy makes some great stuff. Andy makes also, dude, GB, oh God, GB speakers are phenomenal. Dude, there's so many cool products out there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's just so much fun stuff. And so the problem is most people have to decide on a specific product and just like run with it. So I will say we're pretty lucky in the sense that like we get to play with new stuff all the time, and we get to, you know, like when somebody, like we've had a couple guys that brought in AudioFrog stuff, and it's like, yeah, we get to play the AudioFrog stuff today, or we get to play with, you know, what's the brand I'm trying to think of? Blam, I'd love to start playing with. Hybrid audio. Got a couple guys that have that stuff, and it's like, oh, this is fun to play with. So it's really nice to get to play with a lot of this stuff, because everyone's like, oh no, you know, this is the only brand for me, and it's like, no, man, there's so much cool stuff out there. It's just so fun to play with it all. And you know, I'm just here to say you guys are doing a spectacular job today. Thank you. We're trying hard. You guys to get your hands on that high-end GZ amp. Oh, we have some here. Yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, how are you on Illusion Audio? Ooh, super excited. So Illusion makes incredible stuff, but they make this 3.5 that is like the de facto badass 3.5 that it's like Nick Wingate when he won Worlds had the 3.5 in the top. So we basically ran an Illusion 3.5 inch bi-amped and a Flax mid bass in the door. Again, he had a shit ton of power, so you know that's awesome. But I've been dying to get my hands on a set of these 3.5s, and I think I have a set coming, so I'm pretty excited about that. I found that out today, so if I do, we'll definitely do a show and tell on those, because they're freaking awesome. They're expensive as all get out. I don't even want to know what retail is on them, but I have a pair coming, so I'm really excited. But Ground Zero makes this amplifier that is rose gold. It is just, it's the sexiest thing, and it's sound quality on it's through the roof. Like they're like, we are German, we are going to make a very special amplifier for you. No, you cannot afford it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So they have them on display when we go to Knowledge Fest. And so I always walk up to it, and I just kind of sit there and I just kind of do one of these things. Oh, baby, did you miss me? You're gonna be mine one day. And of course they all look at me like, oh God, it's Dean again. Just look away. And it's definitely one of those, you know, there's those certain things that I want to own at some point in my life. And that is one of those amplifiers that I just want to get my hands on and caress nicely, you know, put it in my car and listen to it and be like, sounds so good. We got them. Just let us know if we need to join. Oh, you're so bad. I'm torn between Forza or Helix V8. I have 4 3-inch Milli Legends. What would you choose? I mean, I'm all for keeping it in the family. Like I love the Forza software. To me, I enjoy it. Here's what I would do. Here, at the end of the day, you're talking about amplifiers that have very similar power, and they're both. Do I want the red Ferrari or do I want the yellow Ferrari? Is the trouble you're at. What you need to find out is which one has the cup holder. Okay, so you can download both softwares and play with them. I recommend doing that, and because if you're going to be tuning it yourself, you need to be able to understand the software. So download the software, play with it, see which one makes the most sense to you, and then buy that one. That's the easiest way I can tell you to do it. Because yeah, that's it. 2020 Tundra, is there any way to increase gain on the amplifier of the JBL system? There is no gain on it. It's a fixed output. So no, if you want it louder, you got to add new stuff. And you got to add it all new stuff. So it's not like you just pop an amplifier in there and get it better. It just sucks. It's just what it is. Believe it or not, it's the radio it's the worst part of that. You could probably replace the radio with a better radio and get way better sound out of the system. And that's no fun radio to keep. Like it's a pretty crappy radio to begin with. So I would pull the radio first, which is what we would do in that car, is just dump the radio, go with an iData interface, 100%. You got to do iData. iData makes the best JBL integration harness for that car. So just go to idata.com, idatalink.com, and get that harness. But look at something like we keep talking about on the show. This is going to be the Kenwood 105. Jesus, what is it? 1057 XR. 1057 XR. Badass radio. The reason why you want the 5.7 is it has the parametric EQ in it, which is phenomenal. It gives you a bunch of adjustment. But anyways, that would probably be something that you'd want. That would be what I would do to get more sound out of that car, is just get a new radio. And go into that JBL system, and you'll be like amazed at how much better it sounds. I heard that 6x9 is awesome, and 2 ohm. I was torn between that and the GB60s. Ooh. That, dude, let me tell you what, that GB60 is like sex. I mean, it just, when we did those, like Jeff has the GV60s in his car. So if you guys want to know about, AudioFrog, something we can talk about on Saturday when he's on the live show. But that GB60 is so amazing. It is like one of the best sounding mid bass ever made. I'm not saying that like there isn't others, but it is phenomenal. And with that being said, speaking of Saturday, let's talk about Thursday. Thursday right here, guys. For those of you guys that don't know, tomorrow, Thursday, February 25th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking, we won't be talking, but Matthew and Chris will be talking all about the new 5-channel amplifiers from AudioControl. You can find this on Facebook. This is where I'm at right now. It's on their Facebook page. It will be live on Facebook as well as their Zoom meeting, which you can attach. If you're a Zoomer and you like to Zoom, you can watch it via Zoom, and this is open to anybody. Anybody can watch this. So if you're an AudioControl guy, you want to know more about that 5-channel, you're thinking about getting the D here when that comes out in 2 months or a month or whatever it's going to be, make sure to head over there tomorrow. Mark your calendars. Depending on what time zone you live in, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. All right. Johnny! Not sure if I'm allowed to watch Dean After Dark. Ooh, I like doing Dean After. I like doing 5-star After Dark. That was always fun. Like Haley got a kick out of that. But yeah. What about the Zen 9? Is that ever going to see power? No, that is never going to see power. I can tell you right now, the Zen 9 will never see power. Yeah, that wasn't bought to actually use. That's a whole story behind that. That's just silly. But I don't think I'll ever have a vehicle that'll actually fit in. If I do, then yeah, I'll use it. But I don't think I'll ever have a vehicle that would fit in. And I don't know if I need to keep that amplifier forever either. Like that could probably be pried away from me. Like if the money was right, I'd probably let that go. But the money would have to be right. So, because that one came out of my wallet. We were thinking of becoming a dealer of Ground Zero. Well, Tommy who you want to talk to, that or Elias, right there. There you go. Yep, Elias took care of that. Those guys, they work for the company that takes care of them, if you guys hadn't figured that out. Thank you for your help, but I'm not tuning it. I'm planning on seeing you guys. Okay. Perfect. Then go with the Forza. Thursday is reverse polarity. It is reverse polarity, but thankfully that's at nighttime. This is during the day. So, you have two things you can do on Thursday. You can quietly, while you're at work, watch Matthew and Chris talk to you about AudioControl 5-channel amplifiers. And then at nighttime, you can go over to the Hi-Fi Vegas YouTube channel and listen to me cuss about car audio. I mean, hey, it's a win-win all the way around. Can't beat that. Get that I Ask a Test This from Jeff and send it my way. We still have those to give away. So once we're done giving away the calendars, then we'll be back to the Ask a Test This. So Jeff did hook us up. Between Jeff and Bill Freeman, we got hooked up on the I Ask a Test This. So we still have, let me check, because those are gold. Wow, yeah, we still have three Test This. Ooh, I didn't see these. Ooh, look at this. I didn't even know we had these. I'll have to make sure I burn one of these before we get away. We have the Max DB3. Didn't even know we had that, but yeah, we still have 3 test discs to give away. So once we get, oh, we got a bunch of stickers. Probably should have given those away. I didn't even think about that. Making it rain. Oh, we got pens? I didn't even know we had pens. Crap. Oh well. But yeah, we still have 3 CDs to give away, so that'll be nice. And then we'll see if we can score some more, because I really love giving those CDs away. And they're still making that CD, so if I can, I'll see if I can rob some more. Reverse polarity is awesome. Dean Unleashed getting crazy on some root beer. Yeah, right? Or some, what is it? Ginger Ale Bold. Ooh, Seagram's Ginger Ale Bold. Or not Seagram's, Canada Dry. It's good stuff. How do you get more mid-bass from my mid-bass drivers? Do I put them in an enclosure, or what do I do? The reason why you lose mid-bass is a couple things. One, if the metal is behind them is vibrating, then you're gonna have 2 opposing waves and you're gonna get some cancellation, and that's gonna eat up your mid-bass. So adding in some sound treatment behind them is 100% first step. So if you've already done that, you're getting along pretty well. The second is making sure that the sound from the speaker actually gets into the car. That's what those fast rings are that we always talk about, those pieces of foam that you see Fernando at the end putting on. The whole purpose for those, and there again, you don't have to use a fast ring, you just have to use some form of barrier that pushes all that sound into the door. Because one of the problems that happens is that the sound will leak around itself. And there again, you'll have 2 opposing waves. You could have the back of the speaker interfering with the front of the speaker, and then you can have cancellation that way. If your door doesn't have the vapor barrier, meaning that crappy piece of plastic that's on your door that keeps the water from getting into your car, if that's not there, guess what? That's a problem too, because that helps to keep that back wave from getting around to that front wave. So you have to make sure that's still on your door. So just taking a speaker and screwing it into the door isn't necessarily going to get you good sound. The other thing you have to make sure too is that the speaker is mounted into a good bracket. So like these things you see here, these are all brackets that we made for various cars in order to mount the speaker firmly into the car. So if you have a big driver, let's say like a GB60 that we were just talking about, it's a big driver, big magnet, big motor structure, the thing is gonna move, and you put that in a little tiny crappy, like, you know, Metro or Pack little mount, well, chances are good that little 1/8 inch piece of plastic or 1/16 inch piece of plastic isn't going to be enough to support that driver's movement properly, and it's going to flex and bend and twist. So we'd want to take that out and make it out of something out of like maybe some 1/2 inch or some 1 inch thick plastic, you know, like cutting board, or you know, we would use Sentra, but any form of thick plastic like that. Or if you just have that, you know, mount, covering that in a layer of sound dampening material would, I know it's damp, the whole dampening, yes, you get it, the roadkill stuff or the ground zero stuff, whatever. Covering it in that will help too to make it more rigid. So mid bass, just like bass, you know, if you put your subwoofer in a 5/8 baffle, you don't get as much bass as if you put it in a 1 inch baffle. The same is true for your mid bass in your door. It has to be firmly mounted and ready to go. They're free air drivers in this sense though. That's why you don't put them in enclosures, because the door is the actual enclosure. It sees that cavity. You just have to make sure it's sealed up. If you put it in a small enclosure, like a lot of people want to do, well, it's gonna suck. You're actually gonna get less sound out of it than you would in just in the big open chamber. So it needs that airspace. I've seen people that buy like the XTC foam baffles and they think that's gonna be awesome. They put the speaker in there, like, why do I get no sound? It's not what it's made for. That baffle's there to be actually cut in order to just keep water from getting onto it, not to actually baffle the speaker. Now in your rear deck, you can use it that way, but you're pretty much gonna lose your sound and it's in the rear deck, so who cares? But check those things too. The other thing too is that your speaker might not actually put out good mid bass. At the end of the day, if you've done all that and you still have no mid bass, your speaker might just not do good mid bass. It just might have a roll off that's built into it. And even though it has a frequency response of, you know, 1 watt, 1 meter from, let's say 40 hertz to 22,000 hertz, that might not, you know, 1 watt, 1 meter is not moving. So you could, once you actually apply power to it, and the power curve just, and the power to frequency output just goes down, then you just don't have mid bass. But you have to make sure it's properly mounted first. What else are you hiding in your audio collection in your attic? I don't think much. It's like, it was just all I know what I have in my attic. I actually have which is kind of ironic, I have the first, years ago, Phoenix Gold made a multi-channel amplifier to plug into my Camaro. They only made it for like 2 or 3 years, and that was it. I have the prototype of that with the prototype JL box that they made. That they made the mold off of. So they bought a JL Audio box that they were just going to clone, and they could never do it, and it just looked like crap. So they paid someone else just to make the box. And at one point they were cleaning out their closets and like, hey, Dean has a Camaro, he might want this. And so it's been sitting in my attic for, I don't know, 10 years or something like that, just doing nothing. Should make an appearance on reverse polarity. Oh yeah, Haley, totally should, Haley. We have a Lambo Aventador in the bay. Want to come and... Oh, there you go. Haley'd love to do that. I'll take stickers, please. So we have a couple stickers left, but I'll have to see what we have left on the sticker front. Our sticker connection is no longer there, so we're gonna have to come probably later this year. We'll figure out who makes stickers and figure out what we want to do with that. Up until now, our buddy Butch has been hooking up with stickers, but he's retired from that company. So we have some left. We'll figure out what we have left, and we'll vacuum those out, and then we'll come up with another solution for stickers. So there is that. Oh, Haley's just having fun in the comments now. The Lynx wheel system for the F-150? No, I would not do that. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't. You know, if you have an F-150, if it's got, just go conventional, man. Those work. If you have the 8-inch screen in it, which I'm guessing you don't, that's why you're looking at the Lynx well. Pat kit works phenomenal. If you do have the 8-inch screen, then get the MFT1 kit. MFT1 kit from iData. Put a big screen in it, like a Kenwood or a Pioneer, Alpine or something like that. Our fast rings, see, I have no idea what type of foam they're made out of. Fast rings are OCF. There you go. Closed cell foam. Closed cell foam, open cell foam. This is one of those topics that a lot of guys talk about, closed cell foam or open cell foam for them. I don't get what the discussion is here. You don't need anything other than what those are. If you want to get something that's totally different from those, check out Metra. Metra actually makes a rubber version of it that's pretty freaking awesome too. But the whole closed cell foam, open cell foam thing, dude, we live in the wettest state there is, okay? We don't have any problems with these things. So I think we get more rain here. It's basically the rainforest. I mean, okay, maybe up in Washington because it's misty all the time, but I mean, it literally rains in Florida during the summer every day of the week. So, yeah. SoundSkin. Yeah, SoundSkin makes, it's a little different process though, because theirs is you wrap it around. They used to make stuff that you could only get on the internet because they don't have the patent for it, and you'd have to have it shipped to you from Australia. Acrylic mounts for the win. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Oscar, you're funny. I get it. Okay. Yeah, they did. There's another company that just make, I mean, keep in mind, guys, all you need is some foam. It doesn't have to be, all you're trying to do is just fill that crack. That sounded funny. You go to Home Depot, pick up some foam, okay? It doesn't matter who makes the foam. Branding foam doesn't matter. We sell the fast rings because it's easy and it's convenient, and it's what we have access to. But you could go to Home Depot and pick up some 1-inch thick door foam and wrap it around your speaker. As long as when you put that door panel on, it touches that foam and not the speaker, and it forces all that air through that door, that's all you're going for here. That's it. That's the only thing you're trying to do. So whatever foam you want to do, dude, you could take 1/8-inch foam and just put 6 layers on there. Who cares? You just need to get the sound into the door panel of the car and into the car. That's it. That's the only concern you have. However you want to do that. NVX has the silicone baffles. There you go. There's another company that makes those. Silicone baffles are pretty nice. Or your speakers are out of polarity. That's another thing too. Good call, Jason. Way to go with the polarity thing. You should always polarity test your speakers. Dang it. I wish I had Fernando here. We found a new polarity test track that was really cool. We'll talk about it tomorrow. What it does, it's really sweet. So if your speakers, so it basically tells you left speaker, right speaker, right speaker, speakers in phase, speaker in phase, speaker in phase, speaker out of phase, speaker out of phase. And you can audibly hear, like, when it's in phase, the sound should be coming from the center. When it's out of phase, the speaker will come from the left or right. It's a really cool test, but I don't remember who, it was a test track we found on iTunes, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll have him give you that. But you can pick up a polarity tester. Obviously the PT9A Plus, if you're an installer or you want to be an installer or you're doing a lot of installation, the PT9A Plus from Mobile Solutions is like the gold standard as far as polarity testing goes. If you're a Helix dealer, they also make a Helix version of this. It's the exact same thing. One says Helix, one says Mobile Solutions. Do I want the Helix one? Yes, because it's a sticker and it says Helix on it, and I'm just that guy. But this is the gold standard in polarity testing. However, if you're just doing this for fun, and if you have an iPhone, you can use your phone with an app called Speaker Pop, made by Studio 6. So you can do a search for Studio 6. And you can actually use your phone. Or if you're just want something to have as standalone, this guy right here, you can find this on DNF Tool Drawer. You pick it up on Amazon, they're like 10 bucks. Does the same thing, takes a 9-volt battery. You play the pop from your phone, which the My Disc from Sheffield Labs has the best speaker pop on it. And it just goes pop, pop, pop. You put this next to the door, you press a little button, it lights up green, lights up red. That's it. That's all you gotta do, 10 bucks. You can figure out 10 to 15 bucks. Now with the way prices are going, it's probably more closer to 15. But it will tell you if your speakers are moving in the right direction without having to pull the door panel off and, pop it and do all that. All right. Y'all still making amp boards for the Accords. Once we get in a new amplifier for the Accords, yes. I'll take the DBC. You're funny, Bobby. Anyone knows Fernando went home? LOL. Dude, I'm thinking he's making out in the car with this guy. I don't, This is what happens. Fernando goes over there for like 5 minutes, and then Paul takes him and is like, hey, move these 10,000 boxes for me. I think he's still sitting out in the car. Yeah, he's still in the car with the customer. Is it best to match the RMS of the sealed subwoofer or go a little bit over? I would probably match them up, but you gotta be real careful matching up RMS. Because it's usually wrong. So for example, one of the best examples of this that I had was the Alpine R-Type driver. RMS on it was so power was 500 watts, RMS was 1,000. So then you'd go out and you'd say, oh, it's 1,000 watts, RMS, yay, let's buy that. And it's like, okay. So Alpine made a 1,000 watt amp. They also made a 500 watt amp. The amp you were supposed to buy was the 500 watt amp for one, the 1,000 watt amp for two. People buy the 1,000 watt amp and they put the one subwoofer, it would last all of a day and then it'd be blown and they'd be like, what happened? It really wasn't made for that. So you got to be careful. You just have to be careful. And the other thing too that sucks is most manufacturers, even though they want to claim they are, they're not honest about their power ratings. So you have to be kind of pay close attention. Nano's left the building. I know. What DSP do you recommend for 2015 GMC Sierra? I would check to see if there's an Amp Pro available for it, which I think there is, and I would start there and then get whichever DSP you like. All right, wow, let's fast forward here to the end. Question: I got a 1.5K RMS sub on a 2K RMS amp. Not getting super loud as compared to when I had a 3.8K RMS amp on a 2K sub. I think that falls back into the honesty of advertisement category. As we all know that not every amplifier puts out exactly what they're supposed to be putting out. So you might have had that 3.8K amplifier of said brand, who knows, that was actually putting out the right amount of woof power for your woofer. And then you bought this other amplifier, though seemed like it would be better, isn't, because it's not putting that amount of power actually that it says it's putting out. As we know, that happens quite a bit. That's probably what's going on, but who knows? Amp Pro for GM61 for the 15 Sierra. Exactly. So get an Amp Pro. It's going to give you a 6-channel preamp output. And you can go to any DSP you want, or DSP amp, or whatever you want to do there. But yeah, totally. You'll be way happy. And with that, guys, we're going to let you go because it is almost to the end of the day, and we got to stop locking up and getting everything put away. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great day. This has been 5 Minutes of 5-Star. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, AudioControl, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on their Facebook page. We got to find out about 5-channel amplifiers, but don't worry, we'll come on right before then and let you guys know. See ya. Car stereo thing doesn't work out?
No. Car stereo.
That's not gonna work out?
Not gonna work out.
Definitely not gonna work out?
No.
Well, I still have the website guy with cameras. So, I mean, if we get tired of this, we can always move on to that.
Oh, that's probably the best.
I know what you guys are thinking, what are they talking about? Sorry, we were carrying on a conversation as we started recording, and I know how much you guys hate that, but it just kind of happened. Afternoon. We hope all you guys, what did you do this afternoon?
Me?
Yeah, what were you? What?
I did nothing.
Okay, what were you watching this afternoon?
AudioControl.
Yes.
On Facebook. I was watching AudioControl on Facebook.
What were they talking about?
Oh, they talking about the new. No, you know what? You should guys watch it because tomorrow I'm gonna ask something about that.
Really?
So they can win the calendar.
Oh, good one. Morel's in the house. Stay tuned, Morel. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to win one of those calendars, you know what? We're gonna give away 2 calendars tomorrow.
2 calendars.
We're gonna give away 2 calendars tomorrow. So if you want to win a calendar tomorrow, you need to go and watch tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time over on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, the YouTube channel. We are going to be giving away the 2 calendars. So at 9 o'clock we come on, we do the news, talk all about 12-volt news and everything that's happening in the 12-volt. And according to Fernando, if you watch the AudioControl show today that they had, which you can go watch it over on their Facebook page. So don't feel like, oh, damn, I missed it. I can't win. You can go skim through it on their Facebook page. It's up there to watch. Make sure you watch the one from today and not the one from last month. You could win one of the calendars tomorrow morning on the news.
2 guys gonna win.
2 guys gonna win. 2 guys enter, 1 guy leaves. William, what's going on? I didn't see the. I'll get back to the Honda question if I can. Come on over here for a minute, Fernando. So what we're working on today is a Lexus. This is like a 4Runner thing, but it's a Lexus.
This is a 430.
Yes.
Or something. Yeah.
We're just its factory amplifier died a miserable death. Look at this poor thing. Look at this. Look at this sad state of affairs. It just didn't make it, but it is the exact perfect size for the Kenwood 802.5. So the Kenwood 802.5, like, it was a perfect fit, went right in there. We had already put in Focal plug and plays all the way around and a new Pioneer radio. It's just the amplifier died, so we took that out. We put in our amplifier. We had put an audio pipe 6.5 in the back where the factory sub was, and we're like, and he's like, no. Sucked, as we knew it would, but he was okay. Fit a down-firing kicker comp RT in the back. So now she's got, this is his wife's car, she's got tons of bass, sounds like 100% better. But this was just a quickie that we took in. But this is what we want to talk about. Our friends, Morel, have you heard of them?
Yes, of
Morel's?
course.
You gotta get those hybrids in your car. That's next week.
Hey, working on the Twitter right here.
We've been working on Twitter for like 2 weeks.
Hey man, it's hard.
Yeah, I know, it's busy crap. Oh God, I can't wait to hear these. Anyways,
Yeah.
we got a package from Morel today, and this is good for both us as well as you guys out there.
Yes.
And I will tell you why. Pull out. You want to read it, or you want me to read
have
it?
a nice letter.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Can you hold this?
I can hold
Can you hold this? Okay. All right. Dean and Fernando. Dear Dean and Fernando, we would like to personally thank you and let you know how much we appreciate your partnership and business with Morel America. But above all, let you know how much we appreciate the 2 of you. That's right, Dose.
Thank you.
Your influence through social media and online content is invaluable to the industry and us. That's cool. We applaud you both on your personal and professional success and will continue to support with any assistance we can provide. If you remember, last year we gave away like 3 Hagtars, not to mention all the stuff we did with
Morale, yep,
and whatnot. Enclosed are sweatshirts as a small token of our appreciation. We hope you have some cool weather to enjoy them. Now the irony in all this is they live in Arizona, and I of course sent them our sweatshirts, and I'm like, yeah, hopefully they get a chance to wear it, which they did, because as we all know, it got cold as hell over there. It just got into the 50s like it does here. So this is kind of the rub between us. Warm regards, Casey and Natasha.
Thank you, Casey and Natasha.
All right, so let's take a look at these. Like I said, let's get these out first. Why you gotta tease them like that?
Hey, yeah, because they're gonna be happy.
These are gonna be happy. So they also sent us 2 of the coffee thermos type things that have the Morel 45th anniversary logo on it, which you guys always see me drinking out of on the Hi-Fi Vegas show. That is tonight at 8:30. So she goes, love my 5-star sweatshirt. I know, right?
Nice.
Dude, they're so soft. I was wearing one this weekend and I was like, man, this is nice.
So we have 2?
We have 2 of these.
We're gonna give away?
Those are gonna give away.
Awesome.
So not today, so don't ask. But we have 2 of these to pass along. So we'll get a chance. Dude, what are you doing?
I thought there was something in it.
It's totally not safe. All right, let's see the sweatshirt. So they sent us these. Now you guys don't get these because I gotta be honest with you, I'm a sweatshirt. Like, I only get to wear them like a month out of the year, but dude, that is so awesome. I know, like, boom. Dude, I hope it's cold this weekend, like 60. Like 50 would be good. Is it gonna be cold this weekend?
No, no.
I didn't think so, because I want to wear this and my hat and my shirt and just like be all pimped out black and gold Morel for like a day.
I got my hat right here.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh, that would be so sexy.
Yeah.
And of course, I got the shoes. I got black shoes, so I'm all set. Someone said to me this weekend, Ada's wife says to me, I think it was Ada's wife, she goes, oh, your shoes match your jacket. And I go, yeah. Of course they do. She's like, but I'm like, listen, I got 30 pairs of these toe shoes, man, all different colors so that I can color coordinate.
Fits perfect.
I like the white strings.
Dude. This is so nice.
Come on, Dean, we need that sweatshirt, Maryland. No. You're in Maryland. Go hit Ada for an absolute sweatshirt.
And today's weather is 65 degrees, so that's what I'm wearing this.
It's not 65.
But it's nice.
It is totally nice. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Casey.
So that was cool. That came in today. So we still got the fish over there. We got to eat I got to bring crackers tomorrow because I want to eat the fish.
Yeah, no kidding.
12-volt tech in the house. What's happening? Awesome. All right. Is there a way to check if a car comes with an amplifier? Yes. Yes, there is.
It's funny because today we have a car.
It had an amplifier. No one bothered to check.
Non-branded amplifier.
Yeah. So apparently the new 2021 or 2020, some of the Jeeps and JLs and whatnot are coming non-branded amplifiers. So it has the full Alpine system in it, but doesn't say Alpine anywhere. So it's really weird. Anyways, usually telltale signs of a amplified system is a subwoofer or a center channel. Not always, but those are good indicators that there is some form of a factory amplifier. Like some Hondas will have a subwoofer, like the bigger ones. So like the Accord and the Pilot and the Ridgeline will have subwoofers, but they're powered off the deck, so it's not an outboard amplifier. So there is an exception to the rule in some cases, but most of the time if there is an outboard subwoofer, there is going to be some form of an outboard amplifier.
So you can check like how many speakers do you have, right?
If there's a three-way set, more than likely there's going to be there will be an outboard amplifier. If there's a car with a three-way set, there will be an outboard amplifier.
Correct.
The center channel, there again, Ford is the company that kind of screws this up because Ford will put a subwoofer in with just a sub-amplifier and nothing else. They'll also do a center channel that's powered off of the radio but no subwoofer. So it's tough as far as trying to figure that out. The other thing too, the best way to figure this out, the best friend to have is to go and do a Google search for your car, factory amplifier location.
What is that Google thing?
Google's this weird thing. I believe it's called a search engine.
Search engine.
Yeah, I think it's a search engine. Room. Reverse polarity tonight at 8:30 over on Hi-Fi Vegas channel. Can't wait. Hey guys, I have a buddy that has an 04 Nissan Pathfinder Armada with the bass system. He has harnesses that has the speaker positive and negative as RCA cables. Do I just connect them to corresponding preamp out? If it has the base model system, then you have the wrong harness. You'd want to use the speaker wires, not the RCAs.
Not the RCA,
so the Nissan, they made 2 harnesses. It's not 75.
Nissan.
It's a 7552, I think, for that year. So they have the 7552 and the 7552R. If you have the R and you need the regular, then you need a different harness. If it has a premium sound system, the RCAs, you would just plug them in. However, it will sound terrible because the preamp output on the factory radio is like 6 or 8 volts, and you're going to put a radio that has 2 to 4 volts in there, and so it won't be that good. It is a high level input on the factory amplifier, so regardless of whether it has that model year has a premium sound system or not, you more than likely can just do the 7552 speaker and plug it right into the amplifier, and it's going to be fine. But either way, the RCA one is usually, I don't think we ever use that one for anything. The new head unit, don't know. Have you guys seen an F-150 with the new B&O Unleashed system yet? As a matter of fact, yes, today. We just saw one today. Oh my gosh, you have to see the subwoofer in this thing. It's freaking silly. It looks like a football. I believe they're tapping. It's in the back where it normally goes, but it you know the Land Rover 9-inch oddball looking, that weird shaped 9-inch subwoofer that's in the back corner of the Land Rover Range Rovers. Remember that the big box you took out?
Yeah.
Picture just that speaker with a honeycomb grill over the top of it and no enclosure.
Really?
It just literally sits back there, and the amplifier is half the size. It's tiny. It's tiny, and there's like a 22 gauge going to the subwoofer.
Nice, there you go. See?
Yeah, it's not dual voice coil, it's single voice coil.
Like the old Boston.
Yes, exactly, like the old Boston.
Well, I didn't know.
No, I know, but yes, it looks just like that. Yeah, it looks like the old Boston. It looks like a football. Honestly, it almost. I was thinking of the Bass Hub Pro Go that we did in your car.
Almost same size.
It's smaller than that, but it's like that same shape. But I think it's all speaker behind it. You can't see because there's a piece of foam over the grill. But it is the dumbest looking thing you've ever seen. But yes, we quoted one out today. The guy put a deposit down, so hopefully within the next 2 months we'll be getting to that, and then of course we'll film a video because why wouldn't we? It's brand new F-150. Had the big touchscreen in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the bad part is that the doors now have like a silk screened B&O logo on them, so we won't be able to put our add-on logos that we do, because it's now part of the door panel. It kind of sucks, but I'm pretty excited. They had it, but it's funny because it's like that new dash. But the interior is the same. I mean, the doors so it's like a new dash, new door panels, but you fold the seat down, it looks the same. Underneath the seat is the exact same. They had the JL box in there that sounded great. Yeah, it was funny, but yeah, we'll be getting that in. Had the Pack Amp Pro installed in my 2020 Dodge Challenger, and now I cannot use Uconnect on my phone to control car. That doesn't make any sense at all. That should not have happened. Naturally, you need to call Pack right away and find out what's going on. That doesn't make any sense. We've never ran into that problem at all. So there's maybe something didn't get plugged back in, but I would definitely call and find out what's going on, because I'm sure you wouldn't be the first one. So there's Jeff talking about that. I wonder if Jeff saw that. Yay, Ford. I know, right? Yay, never F-150 videos. I know, right? It's so unheard of. My boy Jeff is in the house, which reminds us, don't forget, Saturday. Fernando won't be here, so we're going to do a Jeff Smith show.
Yeah.
We're done. We're going to pull it out. I'm on the... Yeah. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? Hi, Hitler? Anyways. So yes, don't remember. There is a connection he's missing on the radio. All right, so Jeff has just said that if your Uconnect is not working, something did not get plugged back in. So I would definitely go back to the installation shop and have them make sure everything is plugged in. He would be the guy that would know because he works for PAC. Anyways, back to Jeff Smith. He is going to be here on Saturday filling in for Fernando, but he's not going to fill in for Fernando. We're not going to take questions. We're not going to do any of this. We're going to straight talk about tuning. And that means he has Helix. We're going to bring his laptop in. We're going to plug it in. We're going to talk about how he tuned his car, why he tuned it the way he did. He's got AudioFrog speakers, so we can talk about AudioFrog. We can talk about Helix. We can talk about tuning, all the questions you have. We want to listen to him, though. So, like, questions are great, but we want to spend some time listening to him bestow some wisdom upon us because, trust me, when a guy like this gets an opportunity to talk, you just sit back and listen. That's what I plan on doing, and you guys should be doing the same thing, too, because he's a really smart guy when it comes to tuning. So, Jeff tunes by ear only. Yeah, no, no. We always laugh at each other. Who has the most RTAs? There's no replacing for now. There is no replacing. That's why I said filling in for. Besides, it's his anniversary. He's going to do stuff, man. He's leaving me.
Yes.
Which I left him last week, so it's like, fair trade.
I'm going to a fight.
Yeah, wedding anniversary fight. Call it what you want. Having an issue with my illumination on my head unit. The dim feature flickers on and off on the head unit. Any reason? Any idea? This is just a guess, but sometimes what happens is there's two orange wires in some plugs. One is an orange white, one is an orange. One is a variable voltage that dims the dash. The other one is connected to the parking lights and just is on and off. If you get those reversed, what can happen is if you've dimmed your dash light, it's not putting out the voltage that the radio wants to see, so it just kind of flickers on and off. That's the only time I've ever seen that, so that's the only idea I have. If Jeff tunes his car while listening to Mr. Bublé. Nah, he's got a whole playlist that, of course, I'm sure we'll link to in the show notes. Do Jeff have Instagram page? Honestly, don't know. I don't know. I've heard you say that Focal sell speakers individually. Where? You'd have to go through a Focal dealer, and they are parts. Or you'd have to call Orca, which is the company here in the U.S. that sells them, and see if you can order them through parts. But it's not a boxed speaker in the sense that, like you can buy like your C7 components from JL and your hybrid brand speakers individually like that. They don't sell it like that. It's not a finished product. It's just a part. So like when we needed some Focal K2 tweeters, the one that comes in the KRX3 set, we were able just to order those tweeters. Mm-hmm. And that's what he has. Have you guys had a chance to work with the Hertz DSP? No, I know, right? I have one. We've been so busy.
We have one, yeah, that's right.
I know. Wow. I don't think it's much different than any of the other Audison stuff. So I mean, I'm sure there's some quirks, but maybe we'll do a Sunday on that. Or I'm sorry, Saturday show on that. I'll see if we can squeeze that in next month. Do you know what speaker brackets would work in a rear door of a 2015 Nissan Altima S? It's going to be the Metra. So head over to metraonline.com, type in your make, model, and year, and they're going to come up with some Nissan brackets. Or just go into the search tab at the top of the page and type in Nissan speaker brackets. I believe there's
6x9.
It's a 6.5
No, 6x9. Because we removed the 6x9s on the rear to put the 6.5 on the door. Remember?
Yeah. Right, but is he talking about the rear door or the rear deck?
I don't know.
Rear door. He says rear door.
Okay.
6.5.
Okay, 6.5.
So it's the 6.5 inch bracket.
6.5. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's only one. There can be only one. I blew a fax 6.5 inch coaxial. Oh. Yeah, you should be able to contact them about buying just one. What's your take on JBL 6.5 component speaker system? We've been working with JBL with some of their oddball stuff that is just really neat. Mm-hmm. We haven't really done much with the actual speaker side of things. I have used JBL in the past, and it's nice stuff. I mean, it's nice stuff.
They have small amplifiers too. Not that small, but yeah.
I mean, it's nice stuff. I mean, it's just what it is. Always informative. Hertz DSP is just like any of them except 2 extra RCA outputs.
Oh, there you go.
But I know we want to. Exactly, but of course, naturally, everyone wants a show specifically on just that. So, because it has the gain pots on the top, which is really unique to, I don't know why they do that. So we'll all dive in and we'll take a closer look at it. So we'll see if we can get that set up for next month.
It's not from LA.
I know, right? Oh, who doesn't want to go to LA? I love LA.
Sound Digital. It's good.
Sound Digital?
Yeah, Sound Digital amplifiers are good.
Ooh, check this out. So, if you caught yesterday's show, hey, do me a favor. Do you remember the app, the songs we just downloaded the other day? The weird CD on iTunes. Maddie had suggested, and he tuned, and we went and we found like the weird horn song and right speaker, left speaker. Did you download that?
I think so.
See if you can find that real quick. So yesterday, last night before we left, we were talking about the Sound Digital amplifiers because I have the 5K, the 5K and the 3K prototypes, and of course we whipped out the 1200.2, and so in the process of getting all of our shelving taken care of, we got some brackets because this is what I've always wanted to do. I want to hang these guys up. So today I hung up the Evo X prototype 5K next to the 2400.1 kicker, and so I only had 4 brackets, so I just had to pick 2 of the amps. So these are really cool because these now we can. I've always wanted to see them. We're gonna do a couple other things, like we have a bunch of passive crossovers that we want to put on a bracket. Hey, there's a Sound Digital. There you go. There's some Sound Digital. This is the smallest amount of power. Like this is the 404 and this is the 801. Look how tiny this is, man. This is so cute. I mean, here's an LGD for God's sakes. Look at, we had these in Fernando's car. So if you want to see these in a car in action, go to Car Stereo Lab, the Car Stereo Lab playlist, and you'll be able to see these. We hooked them up. That's why they're still on the board. I don't want to take it apart. We want to hang. Anyways, we have all these passive crossovers. So we have like a 3-way, we have a 2-way, we have a bi-ampable 2-way. We got a couple more down here. So we want to put them all on a board that when you guys ask questions, you can easily just pop them off, come over to the show, and then Fernando cam them up so that we can answer those questions. Did you find it?
All right, which one you want?
I just want the CD, the name of the CD.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. All right. So this is if you're an iTunes guy, this is another one of those test
I'm pretty
CDs.
sure you can find it on.
Yeah, you can probably find it on. Anyway, so it's there you go. 10 best. And there's a bunch of really nice songs on here, but when you get down to the bottom, because everyone likes, so we got Subwoofer crossover test, pink noise, balance test, and what the balance, which one was that? Oh, that's your polarity pop.
Yeah. No, the channel ID phase test.
All right.
Top.
Here, you do it. I can't. I'm trying to do it through the phone. So this one is really nice.
Left channel.
So he does this.
Left channel.
All right, so hit pause.
Left.
All right, because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's DRM'd. But anyways, really good little test CD, little nugget there of
this is another one, so you guys can.
Free foam. Yep. So go back, watch that, screenshot it, and download it and play with it, and play with your system and see what that does. That'd be great. And an Audi R8. I know, right? They're so small. Hey, do me a favor. Oh, there we go. Little delay. If you would like them, that's what matters most to your ears. Yes, he was responding. Sorry, Robert. Okay. What amp kit do you guys use for a 4-gauge 4-channel amp? We use all Stinger amp kits. But we just mainly buy the amp kits for the power. Like when it comes to RCAs and speaker wire and stuff like that, it's all Stinger, but it's all a la carte because we don't know if we're going to be doing a high-level system, if we're going to be doing a low-level system, what type of integration are we doing? Do we just need to solder RCAs into something? So we don't really worry about that side. We just need power wire. So we always use theirs. We use their fuse holders. We use all that fun stuff. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. But there's basically the moral to the story is make sure you get, not get copper-clad aluminum. Get OFC, oxygen-free copper. But, yeah. Oh, wow. I have a 17 F-150 XLT, no steering wheel controls or USB interface, no sync. Can I use the iData kit FTR1 and but not the Maestro RR. No, you have to have the Maestro RR. The RR is what controls the whole thing and makes it work. So you have to use the RR. The RR is the brain. The kit is just plastic. So without the RR, nothing would work right. Because the kit is actually just an extension. Think of it as like steering wheel controls. It doesn't actually do anything. It's not really doing, it's not interacting. It's working through the car because of the RR. So the RR is the brain. Anything cool about the AudioControl video today?
Yeah,
you're gonna have to
go watch it.
Gotta watch it and find out, because here's the deal: if you're just coming on, tomorrow is news. So 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, the YouTube channel. We do news at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow we're gonna be giving away 2 calendars. So we have the AudioControl calendars. We got 2 of them we're gonna be giving away. The question for it, Fernando tells me, is gonna come from today's Facebook show. So they talk about the 5-channel amps, so everything you need to know about the 5-channel amps is on there. And so that's where the questions are come, and you have 2 chances to win. I'm at the gas station filling up gas and just had an idea. You guys should play your short tips and answers on these TVs. It would be 1,000 times better. Oh yeah, or 100,000, million times better. I know, right? I hate those stupid little things. I want to watch like TV. I think that'd be cool. Like, you know, just random TV shows. What is this?
That's the radio.
All right, let's put those in because he's coming to pick up his car. I'm like, wait a minute, why is there plastic in here?
I still have the
oh,
the
put it
size.
all. Yeah, put it all back together. If we're done, let's get it together because we need to. He's coming. He'll be here in 10 minutes. Those go on first.
No, I still have to do it. Say, come on over here. I was doing something, and then I got sidetracked.
And then you got sidetracked. Ah, it's okay. I have the DA800, and my highs are too loud. Is that a problem? Doesn't sound like. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad problem to have. Chris Bennett was on it. Chris Bennett's always on it, man. That guy's a machine, for sure.
The machine?
No, Chris Bennett the machine. Would you make speaker adapters to sell and ship if I wanted something better than Metric Kit? Right now, we're not doing that, but it is a plan that hopefully we'll get to do sometime before the end of this year. Hey, from Mexico City.
Hey,
what's happening,
going on, man?
Fernando's hometown. Only one calendar and other one. Relax, Bobby. You're okay. Bye, guys. Gotta go finish a car. I know that feeling.
I know.
Gotta just unclip this. I love it when you can unclip the airbag from the panel and just plug it back in. It makes things so much easier. Especially on these cars where it's just like you don't want to take a chance at dealing with it. I've been watching y'all for a long time, and I very much appreciate all your content and insight.
I'm sorry for you. Hey, it's painful sometimes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. That's it. You got it. You're doing great, Fernando. Let's all cheer him on. He's doing a bang-up job here today. I know, right? So nice. I was just getting sidetracked. I guess he said he had a Lexus. What's next?
What?
Still having random Bluetooth issues with the Kenwood, but I have seen no updates or solutions. I gotta be honest with you, I never used Bluetooth on that radio at all. I don't, on the Kenwood. It was all just Wi-Fi, wireless CarPlay.
Okay, but sometimes it's not the radio. It's just the phone.
I mean, sometimes it could be the phone.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I don't know. I never had any problems with mine. That's not to say you're not having problems with yours, because...
Is it an Android one or an iPhone?
I don't know. I have an iPhone. I don't know what he has. What car is this? This is a Lexus GS something or other.
Or something.
Yeah, 470.
Yeah.
Oh, he put the Focal logos on the door.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool. This was not really a service. It was more of a repair. We had done a radio in it many years ago. He's got a Pioneer 4000 series radio in it that we'd put in. there was a factory amplifier up underneath the seat, and we had put some Focal integration series 6.5 tweeter combo here. This wasn't hooked up because they were blown. And we had put the Focal here in the back, and then right here is a 6.5 inch subwoofer from the factory, totally useless. But we had upgraded it to an audio pipe because they have these cool seats that do this, and they wanted to keep it there. And we're like, hey, since we're putting in a new amplifier, the factory amplifier just died. It got wet. It was nothing left of it. So we're like, hey, this will fit. You know, that was the wife's main concern, is that they do a lot of action with these seats. They wanted to make sure that it was going to be out of the way. So this has got a Comp RT in it. And of course, these guys are outdoors people. So we went with the Rhino Line box as opposed to the kicker box. It's carpeted. We wanted to make sure that, you know, this could handle their outdoor life. And then, yeah, so it's all set and ready to go. Boom. All set and ready to go. I know, right? So just sometimes it's nice, simple 5-channel amp install, and
sounds easy, huh?
Yeah, it's a piece of cake.
5-channel, right there.
5-channel, just boom. Actually, it wasn't too bad because we took the factory amplifier out. This uses an Isuzu plug. It was the factory harness, so you depin the whole Isuzu plug, and then we were able to plug in. So even though like this amp will never go back into this car ever again, it's so much easier just to plug your new amplifier right into the existing harness. So we were able to do that, and just, you know.
Yeah,
basic stuff. Basically. Totally.
Correct.
Basically.
That is correct.
All right, so hopefully when you take this over there today, you won't get caught over there, you know, get stuck.
Probably.
And we'll lose Fernando forever. What brake bypass do you use for an ILX W650? The same one you use for Pioneer. It's the exact same one. So micro bypass works on that just fine. Does what you need to do. Who makes down firing subs you mentioned earlier? So that box, what box is that? Is that a Q-Bomb? So that one's Q-Bomb, but Kicker makes the Comp RT loaded factory boxes. So that has a Kicker Comp RT in it. They make a factory box, which is nice, has the passive radio in it. It sounds really good, but it's carpeted. And obviously we didn't want to do carpet in there because, you know, it might not last. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I think I have that CD at home. Dean, you show the girls the magnets. Oh yes, thanks, Bobby. I showed it to him last night. It's stuck on the refrigerator with our other ones. So yes, thank you so much. No one got the Tupac song reference. It's Tupac, man. These guys don't know who Tupac is anymore. The wireless CarPlay is the main issue. Yeah, it's a Galaxy Note 20. So it's the wireless Android Auto? Because CarPlay is Android Auto. So having problems with that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. What happened to me when my Samsung and my Kenwood radio, the Bluetooth was stuttered or disconnect? It's the phone. Wireless Android Auto. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? The only problems we have are with Android phones and Android. I get it. I know I'm an Apple fanboy. I'm the first one to tell I'm an Apple fanboy, and I know it, and it's okay. Apple does not make the best of everything. There's not that guy, okay? But they do make a better interface than Android when it comes to interfacing with these radios. Not a reason to change, but it's frustrating for us. The reason why Fernando was late last night and he missed the end of the show was he was actually sitting out in the car trying to deal with Android Auto that we just put in the guy's car. So that was why he didn't come back. I wish Ken would add aptX, LDAC, Bluetooth to their. I think the new ones have that. I think the 10.57XR has LDAC. I think it does. Check. If you check the DMX 1057XR, it might have LDAC now. The reason why aptX went away in those radios, because they used to have aptX. The reason why it went away is because they have Wi-Fi. So the music was coming over the Wi-Fi, so they really didn't see. The first reason it went away is because when Android Auto and Apple CarPlay came out, you had to plug in, in order to use those services, so they figured nobody was going to be using Bluetooth anymore. I know. So the newer units have Wi-Fi, so it's like, it's a bigger pipe. I don't know if it was a GX or an LX. LX, I saw it. Perfect. What's up? All right. I need the Access DSP. What Access DSP? Are you filming from Clearwater? Looks like Fernando is driving on the other side of the road. That's because this is backwards. Yes, we're in Clearwater. We didn't get to go overseas. But yeah, that would be fun. But no, it's just because this reverses the image when you're talking to it. You're so anti-Android. My issue is the radio cost, yes, and I think Kenwood should fix it or not offer it. See, I don't think it's an Android. I don't think it's a Kenwood problem, okay? Because it's not just that radio. It's an Android problem. It has nothing to do with Kenwood. Kenwood just makes the port. Google gives them the information and says, make it do this. And they do that because don't forget, anything that says Android, Apple CarPlay, it has to be certified by Google and Apple. So they literally have to take the products and run a battery of tests. It takes 6 months to get Apple approved on any new radio, and it's the same for Android. So it's not Kenwood's problem. It's their problem because they've changed something in the phone, and they're receivers. So don't blame Kenwood, okay? Blame Android, because they're the ones that are creating the break. Apple, they create the break. Recently there was an update that Apple did. Totally screwed up everything. They're both guilty of it. No sides here. But to defend the manufacturer, if you tell me to build something to do this, and then you change something, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's your fault. So, but we're the ones that look bad, meaning the manufacturers of the product. So be pissed at your Google phone. Don't be mad at Kenwood. Kenwood didn't do anything wrong. They charged you $1,300 for a radio that was made to spec for Android before they changed something. So yes, does Kenwood need to address the issue? Sure, but they also have to pay someone to fix something that was already working fine before Android screwed it up or Apple screwed it up. Don't care which one. So that's the reality of it. That's something that we have to deal with as a society now, is that we are interconnecting with so many products and so many devices. To say whose fault it is, look at it this way. This is the best way to think of something. Now, this may have not worked with you because your update might have came out before, or the break might have happened before you got the radio. But I'll have my phone. I park my car. It worked fine all day. Turn my car off, go inside. It auto updates that night. I get back in my car. Something doesn't work right. That's not Kenwood's fault. That's Apple's fault. Because Apple changed something that night. Kenwood didn't even know they did it. So, and nothing changed in the radio because the radio can't auto update. Now, at some point, if the radios get around to actually auto updating, that'll save us all the headache.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't want the large floating screen. Oh yeah, I totally understand. Next year, bro. Next year. So all the features that we have on the large floating screen, we'll see those in the regular radios next year.
All right, we're gonna talk to somebody.
We do?
Yes.
Why do we have to talk to somebody? Who do we have to talk to?
Because they're coming tomorrow.
Apple slows down iPhones. Yeah, there was some news about that.
Yes. That was a long time ago. They got sued for that.
They did get sued for that. But there again, okay, let's think about that for a second. Let's put that in perspective for a minute. Regardless of, there again, whose side you're on any of this, don't care. But you come out with a new operating system. Mm-hmm. You have an old chip on the phone. Everyone wants the new operating system. Mm-hmm. The only way for that to work is to slow down the processor so that it can properly crunch the numbers now, because the new processors are a lot faster that operating system is made for. Mm-hmm. So you have to slow the phone down to deal with all the information. There again, I'm not an engineer. I don't understand these things, but when I also look at the basics of how things work, some of the rationality that we have on how things actually exist, we get way too heated about some of this stuff. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, if you got a 3-year-old phone and Apple's throttling it back so you can have the latest OS on it.
iPhone 3G and it doesn't work anymore.
What the hell, bro?
good. I still have mine.
I know, auto updates. God, that'd be so. I appreciate the time y'all answer questions. Hey, Winston-Salem. There you go. Today was fun. You missed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're covering some hot button topics. Speaking of hot button topics, tonight we have some hot button topics on reverse polarity.
That's what you call it.
I know, I had to remember. Either way, head over to Hi-Fi Vega's YouTube channel tonight. We have a cool topic tonight that Fernando and him picked out. Even though Fernando's out on the show, he's the guy that most picks the topics. I'm not gonna lie. And then we try to cover them, but we usually get lost because my mind just goes. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
But anyways, Dean, where do you get the new? Hold on. Where do you get the new 5-star tees? Do we need to get? No, you get them from Teespring. So go to Teespring or Spring. I think it's Spring.com or
Spring.
You can probably still go to Teespring, but it's Teespring, and then go to Teespring, then go /stores/5-star car stereo, and you can find all the T-shirts there. I think you can also just do a search for 5-star car stereo. Spell out 5. It's F-I-V-E, not the number 5. Or if you're on YouTube, I believe when you're watching a video, you can link to the.
Well, he actually said that he want to get you one because yours is all fade out. So.
No, buy yourself one. Don't worry about these, man. I like these. Are comfy. These are
Gerardo,
comfy.
what's up, man?
These
From
are
Houston,
way
Texas.
But no, I'll order new shirts by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I gotta come out with a new coupe.
This to him.
Oh, go take it. No. This is a guy. We need to go get that back to him.
You want over there?
Oh,
They want to talk to you.
Who wants to talk to me?
The guy that is coming tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Who?
The one's coming tomorrow.
What guy's coming tomorrow?
But you gotta talk.
All right, listen, guys, we're gonna head here. We'll see you tonight. You guys have a great rest of your day. This has been 5 Minutes with 5-Star. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.